Who's in the Woods with me? Your host, Smith Woods. HeFlawless, Kenny Kadiva, Kenneth Senegal, reigning from Galveston, aka Houston, Texas. From short films, skits, storytelling, blending together beautifully with trend-setting and everlasting makeup looks that thrilled a generation. With over 23 million views and over almost 400,000 subscribers obtained with over a decade of being the head doll in the game of content creation, I'm so happy to be here with one of the most authentic and the epitome of creativity creatives, Kenny, aka He Flawless. Welcome all tops, bottoms, and girls of the world to this conversation. Let's get into this conversation. What's up, friend? Hi.
I feel so honored. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I truly do feel so honored. It's so nice to be here with you tonight.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy to have you here and to get into some things. It's a lot that we need to discuss, and it's a conversation I feel like the community, the online, everybody, the internets, the World Wide Webs
I think so too.
needs Heat
I think so. I
Flawless.
think so. I think so. I think it's a conversation. Whatever we're about to talk about, I'm here to talk about it. I'm nervous, but I'm
Word to
here.
Lotto, put it all on the flow. Get in, get in the booth, bitch. This is our booth.
I'm scared to get in the booth. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
You can't be scared to get in the booth. Kadiva, we're gonna bring her up and everything. We're talking about it all.
oh
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh
Speaking of
God, this is
Kadiva,
nerve wracking, bitch. This is nerve wracking. Oh my goodness. Okay.
don't be nervous. Smith Woods, all are welcome. My neck of the woods is a good, cozy place for conversation and all the things. Okay,
Mhm.
let me turn
I
my
wore my
glasses on.
flannel for your neck of the woods. I think that's
I love
appropriate,
that.
right?
I was thinking that too. I was like, wait, the flannel really, really eats. The
I
glasses
didn't wear
really
no
just
nails
get
because I said I was coming to the woods.
Wait, they help get up trees.
usually, usually in the woods, I can't do all that. Okay, I don't know.
No, we. This is how we do the woods. We do glam. We do high glam in the woods. Okay, my woods are
Like
built
high glam
different.
in the woods.
My
Continue.
woods are built different. Okay, I want you to like tell us like, how are you right now?
Okay.
Recently switched over from Kenneth Senegal YouTube channel to He Flawless. So yeah, I gave you the introduction, the rundown, like the people who don't know, not familiar with you, and the people who are familiar with you. Let this be like a little bit of an introduction. Are we meeting He Flawless Kenny today? A combination of everything.
I think you're definitely meeting a combination of all of them today or whatever. Just because when the camera goes on, immediately He Flawless comes out. It's no shade or whatever. I think He Flawless is different from what like my friend. Like you're my friend. It's no shade. So you get different versions of me, very much so or whatever. But right now you're definitely getting He Flawless. It's no shade. With a dash of Kenny in here, and Kadiva is always present just because she really does run the show quiet as is kept. But recently, yes, I did switch my name back to He Flawless on YouTube specifically or whatever. He Flawless, the name is taken here on TikTok and it's taken on Instagram, so it's cool, it's whatever. But I think it really matters on the most on YouTube, so it's perfectly fine with me. Just
And in conversation
and in
too. Like,
conversation, yeah.
and I think people now with the time that you had, the fact that Kenneth Senegal was held so long as well, and like that's the verified name too, right? On Insta, I think that people have a relationship and like note those things because most notably recently with the conversation where about the Black Beauty Boy erasure and who was supposed to be, who was, and people's most iconic Black Beauty Boys, your name literally top three
Mm.
brought up along with other icons that like Star Milan, not in a shady way, but I seem like can't think. But I remember like most of the comments would say like your name and Star, and I
Mm.
think it's because y'all start was around at the same time.
No,
This is
it's
like
very it's
2015, 2016.
I think it's very fair also because we occupied a space on YouTube where I think the beauty community really kicked off, if we're being honest. Like I know the beauty
Yes.
community has migrated over to, the TikTok and the reels and things like that or whatever. And I really enjoy the fact that beauty content can be so compact now. But where it all started, very much so was
Where you had to hold attention
Yes,
spans for
it
a long
started on
time.
YouTube streets, and when it comes to boys of color, men of color, queer people of color, yes, at the top of the list, it just may be He Flawless. It's no shade, and Star
I think
Milan
that's fair.
clearly, and I think it's very much so fair, and I think that it's important to give, um, the girls their tens, and it's not just giving
Absolutely.
myself my 10, it's also giving Star his tens or whatever, because it matters. That's a part of queer history that will be overlooked going forward. I genuinely think so, unfortunately.
We can't.
However,
We won't let that. We won't let it happen, which is why the
but it's
conversations
a
right
part of queer
now,
history. It's a part of
it
it's
started to be it
it's
started to be looked over and erased. But we have to do the work, and that's why we're doing these things and having these conversations so it doesn't get erased. So a Star Milan, so a He Flawless, so a
and
Neon, and like all those icons.
let me just mention to people that, with like, I'm able to sit here and really talk like yes, like, bitch, I was He Flawless. This is no shade or whatever, because people like me, people like Star, we went on to inspire so many people, and it really is the inspiration that carries us forward or whatever. And it's like inspired people to actually like be 100% authentically themselves. It was a representation at a time where we didn't have representation for people like us. It's
No,
as simple as that. It was representation from a different lens, because usually I think that when you see one of us through the lens of someone else, it's always a handbag in terms of, it's always the makeup artist, and it's no shade to the makeup artist. It's no shade to the hairstylist or whatever. It's always the good Judy. You know what I'm
we
saying?
always had. I'll give you an example, like piggyback off that, like in like a Derek J
Yes.
or a Miss
Yes.
Derek J and Miss J, right?
Yes.
From Atlanta Housewives,
Which were
like
vital at a point in
icon,
time.
like those were, I think, our first, especially like as young black gays, we were
Yes.
like, oh wow, to
Yes.
see a feminine man in heels and makeup and purses and bending the gender binaries.
Yes.
And but so I'm curious, what made you decide to prop up your camera and maybe unknowingly become our generations in the YouTube online version, social media version of a Derek J?
I think that I just wanted to pop up the I just wanted to pop my shit to the camera. It's no shade.
No, bro, and I think
No
that's
shade.
honest.
I just wanted to pop my shit to the camera. It was just something that was in me that was just like the camera. Yes, the camera, the camera, the camera. I think always being obsessed with, like, pop culture and all these things or whatever. Being obsessed, being a child of Mother B. Hello, okay? Being
Yes.
a child of the pop culture or
Yes.
whatever. There was always this natural gravitation towards the camera. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, when I picked up the camera, I just was picking up the camera. I didn't know what it was I was doing. I didn't know who I was going to inspire. I didn't know shit. Honestly and truly. I just picked up the camera and I was just being myself. And I think that created the most authentic, viral moments. That created the most impactful moments for a lot of people or whatever. Because it was just being myself. It's just as simple as that. I don't know how to explain
Absolutely.
it. It was just, I picked
I
up the
think
camera and I said, hey, bitch, what's up?
that's a testament to, I think, a lot of people from that generation of YouTube, like the Jackie Inas or even like the Manny MUAs and the Jacqueline Hills.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? Oh my God.
All of them.
Uh,
Patrick Star.
huh?
Patrick Star. Uh-huh.
Yes, Patrick Star, Bretman Rock.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I'm trying to think of the Asian girl who
Which
was
I
like the first, like Chloe Fawn or something, Michelle Fawn.
Oh, Michelle Phan, yes,
Like the
the founder
OG.
mother, one of the founder mothers of the beauty community.
Yes, the
Period.
forefathers, the founding, yes,
Yes,
the
yes.
yes, her.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's like a lot of those people, like it wasn't to make money; it was just to post and create and pick up a camera, and But I think specifically, I think it's a testament to your, like you said, your authenticity and how you were able to build such a platform off of being such a masterful storyteller
Mm-hmm.
and also creative. And I think it's interesting to look back at your stuff now. Do you ever look back at the things you created and see, like, wow, I really was ahead of my time?
Bitch, I look back at myself and cry sometimes, genuinely, because I'm like, what? Like, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just having fun. I was having a ball, minding my business. It was me, my camera, the four walls, the story time pillow, my makeup brush, some makeup. Oh, we're just here having a good time. But I look
A
back at
doll and a
myself and
dream.
cry because it's a formula that I see very frequently throughout social media now or whatever. And I think that I love seeing it. The only thing missing from social media nowadays is no shade. Is those people who just doing it to just authentically just do it. You know what I'm
to
saying? It
do
seems
it.
like everybody does it for a show now, and it's no shade to them people or whatever. Because get your things, get your things. However,
Hmm.
I think it's important to sometimes step back and come from that space of bitch. Today, I'm just picking up my camera just to pick up my camera and have a ball. Like I don't care what happens because I think those moments create the most authentic, impactful moments or whatever. I think that the impact has sort of came to a halt. I think it's somewhere in the social media space or whatever, the social media realm or whatever, but I think that it's definitely gravitated towards something else. It's grown
For
into something.
shock value.
Yeah, for shock value, for the rage bait and everything. It's all just grown into something else. It's all grown into something else. Social
Very
media
that.
grown into another beast. And it's really
It's mutated in a very negative way,
yes.
and also in a more understanding we live in a capitalist society and economy, all those things. And like you said, get your coin, but also where's the genuine creativity and passion?
Yes. Where is the
And I
genuine
think,
creativity?
like, everything has a glossy finish to it. It's all AI generated,
We
and
are
even like
the AI. Quiet as a cat, bitch. Quiet as a cat, bitch. We are the artificial intelligence now. If you
no,
really pay
seriously.
attention to the things, we are. It's the need to always be perfect. Even me sitting right here, bitch. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm looking like I hope I look good. It's that need.
No, for
I
real. And
just
it's okay because I'm gonna go in and make sure we look glossed up and use
bitch.
the
I'm like,
Pro
oh, I
Tools.
hope I look good.
But
But
what the
however,
conversation, the mindset, and what's in here can never be replicated and can't be done. There's always going to be something, especially with people like you. That's why I
very.
say like it's interesting, like to look back, like me myself, going and looking back at your old videos
Mhm.
and like the skits you were doing, the different characters you were creating. That's some early like '90s, some in living color type creativity brought to the new age of social media, done in your own unique way, just because, not for monetary value, not to go viral. Like it
It was so much fun. But you know what scared me? When I started making money on this shit, I said, "Oh my goodness, what is going on?"
Oh, so do you think that, would you say that money, like once you started making money, it really changed the
well,
way
well, yes, well,
content creation?
because money really is the root of all evil. I feel like, bitch, it made it spooky because it made it like, I'm just having fun. Oh, but there's like a reward to this having fun or whatever, and it not just a reward, but we're putting a price on what your creativity is worth or whatever. It just, I'm not gonna lie to you, the money of it all made it very tricky. It made it very tricky. It made it very like, wait, I was just having fun. I should have had a regular nine to
Right.
five, bitch. I was just having fun. That's all. And now all this is coming to me.
And now all of y'all are here
And wait,
showing
calm down,
up.
calm down. Ooh. That's the dark side of influencer that nobody talk about or whatever.
I
Genuine.
agree.
Yes. It's the dark
Especially with
side
the
of influencer.
specific era, which we're going to get into that in a minute. We're going to get into that down the road. We're going to get into the money aspect of it, especially with a certain situation and certain things that were happening in the beauty community.
Mm.
So we're going to, yeah,
Okay.
put a pin in that one.
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
want to say, before we go, like, even more, like, go back and forth a little bit, in the present day right now, how you feeling? How are you doing?
Right now, I feel like I am arriving back at my creative center. And I think that it's taken a long time to get into my creative center again or whatever because I I I I think because I've seen what comes with like being in my creative center or whatever. It's almost a mind prep as if like, am I ready for that? Am I ready for that? But I think I've entered a space where it's just like you'll probably never be ready, but you know that you want to create again because that's just who you are. That's just what you are. Like just your fundamental like core values. You just are a creative. Like you just live to create. That's how you fell into the social media shit. You just were creating shit or whatever. So while moving back into space has been difficult, it's been a joy, genuinely. And I think that's where I'm at in life or whatever. Just moving back into that pure creativity space, not thinking about the outcomes of things or whatever. And just kind of really doing it for my inner teen. It's no shade. It's no shade because
Ooh.
my inner teen didn't get to do all the things or whatever. When I got into social media, I was early I was like late. I was 19, 20, 21. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My teen before that, even though I think mentally I still was a teen during that time, it's no shade. My teen before that didn't get to experience those things. My teen before that had to suppress a lot of things or whatever. When I got onto the social media space, that was me not suppressing myself anymore. And that's how I attracted like the best things that were for me or whatever. Um, it was it, your question was how am I current day?
No, yeah,
We're
that's
moving back
good.
into self. We're moving back into full self, and it feels really
And
good.
do you think you're gonna like you're in a place where you have a healthy relationship with social media and what's to come
My,
potentially?
I have a healthy relationship with creating.
Okay.
And I have a healthy relationship with sharing my creations now.
This is where the conversation gets interesting because it's like I'm gonna have to come at this from like I'm speaking as a friend knowing you
Mm-mm.
asking this question. So it's like I'm trying to find a way to where people who don't know. As somebody who, let me reframe, as somebody who has somewhat struggled with their relationship with social media when it comes to posting and being consistent because of their relationship with the way algorithms and capitalism affect creativity. And now you being better set in your creative path and confidence in that, are you more confident in what's next for your social media relationship?
Yes, but that yes was a struggle. Let's be very clear. That yes was a
Yeah,
struggle.
fair.
I say yes because, like I said, I've gotten comfortable with like my creative force again, right? So with that comes a knowing that it's just like create to create, bitch, or whatever. If you miss out on any of these creative moments that you are coming up on or whatever, you're missing out on something that's just for your soul, point blank, period. It's like I create for my soul now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I create for that person that is able to look back at my videos now and say, wow, you were really doing something in these videos. But even in like watching my old videos back now, I'm talking to a current version of myself, which is very tricky. It's very tricky to be talking to a
Interesting.
current version of myself or whatever, because there came a point within the social media career where like I just kind of went inside. Like I went back in the closet. It's like metaphorically, I went back in the closet. I've always
Mhm.
been me. I will always be me. But I went back in the closet. I started hiding from the world and stuff like that again because the world got very messy and tricky and shit like that. But I think that I put emphasis on me just feeling like being the best creative I can be is because like I do it for myself now. I do it for myself now. There came a point in social media where I started doing it for everybody but myself.
Ooh,
Yeah,
real.
I
And
did.
do you think
I
this
started
a
doing it for
part of
everybody
that?
but myself. For real, for
Do you
real.
think a part of that is now you understand the process that like while creating for yourself
Mm-hmm,
is one thing, but the way to have it connect with other people and touch other people,
mm-hmm.
it's almost like social media and posting is inevitable. It's
Yeah,
part of the course.
it's like bitch. It's just it has to be done.
What are those things called where like people, I'm thinking of Phil of the Future, early Disney Channel days. Remember when like they would put the things like when you graduate high school, they would put something in like a case and then bury it, and then 10
Yeah,
years later they dig it up.
yeah.
What are those called?
A time capsule.
A
Yes,
time capsule.
yes,
It's almost like it's like you can't just use your content as a time capsule.
yes,
Put the SD cards up and then have people discover it in 20 years.
yes,
It don't work like that. If you want actual action and understand we're in a capitalist society, you have to share your art. If you're an artist that paints,
yes.
anybody in some type of any creative form, I think it's important to know that once you find a piece and your reason
I'll say
to for creating,
I'll say this:
mhm,
if you trick yourself out of, and I'm talking to myself when I say this, but I'm talking to all creatives when I say this also. If you trick yourself out of like not sharing your creations and things like that, you're tricking yourself out of your best moments. You're tricking yourself out of those moments that will literally make you cry. Like I did this, like those moments. You're don't trick yourself out of the moment, point blank period. The thing about creativity is that it may not look, I think we've all grown very accustomed to I love Beyonce down, but it's a Beyonce effect or whatever. It's like, bitch, if it ain't
Mhm.
Beyonce, we don't want it.
Right. Hello?
However, the thing about
If I'm not
Beyonce,
getting my 16 carriages
bitch,
on,
if we're
park
not
it.
getting Beyonce, I don't want it.
Park
Just
it.
and it's like Beyonce level of production. Beyonce. Just point blank period. Love Beyonce down, but I think Beyonce is a gift and a curse because it's almost like boxed in creatives in terms of like, if it's not perfect, I don't want to share it, bitch. We all have to go through our Destiny Child phase. We have to go through House of Darion. We have to go through all these
Right.
phases in order to become the best creative that we can be. Beyonce would have not gotten to the the masterpiece that was Cowboy Carter if she didn't go through every step to get there. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that's what I mean when I say that, like, don't trick yourself out of your moment or whatever, because you're missing out on. Don't trick yourself out of the step. It's not going to look perfect. It's not going to look this way. It's just going to just creativity isn't supposed to be like this perfection.
We not feeding into the AI of it
One
all.
thing. When do we get the time to breathe? You know,
Sometimes it's gonna give a little
sometimes it's
one
gonna
too
give a
quick.
little sloppy. Sometimes it's gonna give a little fucked up. When do we get the time to breathe? You know,
Or just to be
and
imperfect.
just to be
Yeah, I get that. And I feel like you're absolutely talking to yourself,
yes,
knowing you. Like, I get why you said that.
yes,
But also a message we all need to hear, but definitely,
yes,
yeah,
yeah. I'm
I
always
get
talking
that.
to myself, but I'm always talking to the collective also when I'm talking to myself because I think to have those conversations with myself, I have to be very raw with myself or whatever. And I
Hmm.
think that allows me to be very raw with other people also. Because I'm raw with myself. I'll be very raw with myself any day. And that allows
So,
me to be very raw with other people.
since you said that, I'm
Yes.
curious. Oh, you ready? Okay.
Yes, I'm ready.
That up. Do you think that you've been afraid of your own success?
Definitely, because success is crazy. Because the first round of success that I got, we didn't have the definitions that you bitches got today. Point blank, period. You bitches
Right.
got the
Right.
definitions of like, oh, I'm an influencer, this, and the third. Bitch, I was winging it with no wings. Do you get what I'm saying?
Finances,
But
getting a $10,000 check.
it was too
What do
much.
you do with that?
It was too much. I didn't know what to do with all the shit I was getting. So yes, I'm afraid of success. That scarred me because all of the things that came with that first round of success that I just fell into, it was like a whirlwind of what the fuck is going on, bitch. Imagine navigating your 20s. We all know the 20s are the roaring 20s. It's
The
like
roaring early 20s specifically. Gotta say
specifically early
specifically,
20s.
we were young.
Specifically,
We
imagine going through your
yes.
early 20s or whatever, no hand on guidance to what this is that you are experiencing. As a black queer individual, I must mention also, because
Yes.
it matters, a black queer femme individual, okay, all three
In a
matter.
new space,
All three,
online, the first time we're seeing brand trips, the first time we're seeing
yes.
beauty events, the first time for all of this.
Yes. Imagine what that was for me. It's no shade. Just imagine what that was for me. Like a deep dive into what that was. That was a lot. Yes,
I
I'm scared
wish and I
of the
hope more
success.
people, more creators talk about that. I think a lot of people, creators talk about the woes, the general stress,
Yeah.
but it would be nice to hear other creators, also like yourself,
Yeah.
the Mannies, the Jackies, the Makeup Shaylas, everybody talk about how it was. Like you had to mentally, I don't think people understand, not say people don't get it, but I don't think it's something that people just naturally want to go think about.
Yeah.
But like these people were the first, like y'all were the first to do something completely new.
Yeah.
There was a transition from celebrity,
Yes.
reality TV folks,
Yes.
celebrities, to now, oh, people who post online are celebrities, or are they?
Yes.
But you're getting more money and money like a celebrity and actor, and you're getting all the social recognition. You're getting going outside, taking pictures with fans and supporters and autographs, and it's like, wait,
It's a
it's
lot.
not just people on TV. It's now people on YouTube that are famous for this.
Yes.
The mental mind switch that you have to go through that and navigate, and especially I'm pretty sure there's so many people, so many OG creators who look back and they're like, damn, we really were winging it. Like we had no clue.
Wing it came with a lot of mental. I don't think a lot of the girls talk about it, but it came with a lot of mental, like, what the fuck, like, just mental, like, whoopty dozy daisies, bitch. Like, what the fuck is even going on right now? Like, this is something shit. And the thing about those mental moments is that people like to, I guess, like minimize like what those shifts in the brain does or whatever, like that's major shifts or whatever. I don't think we're supposed to be getting thousands of likes and shit like that. That alone is a mental whoopsie daisy in the brain. Like, bitch, what the fuck is going on? It scrambles your
And this
mind. You're
this was
no longer
before you
normal.
had the option to, like, there are content creators now
Yes.
who, no, this is not shade to them because it's obviously circumstantial, who don't know what it's like to post on Instagram
Yes.
and every like be seen, every interaction be seen, and to where, like, I mean that, and to say, like, now you can turn off your comments, you can turn off your likes or hide your likes,
Yes.
to where only you know what that is, or you don't have to look at it, whatever. But back then it's like we're all, as fellow creators and whatnot, you're like heavy. If you're
Yes.
not getting them likes and them engagement, whatever, it's a wrap for you.
Yes.
Chronological order Instagram, chronological order social
I
media,
miss
subscriber
chronological.
camps, YouTube, etc.
I miss chronological order on Instagram so
Yeah,
bad.
we'll all,
Oh,
and then it's so sad to see. Like, I think Mo is his name, the Insta head guy CEO, was like, it's never come back. Like, we can never do that again. So it's like RP, big RP to her.
mm,
Somebody needs to do the body. We need to have repass, because we need to go ahead and collectively do like a social media repass
she's a
for that,
vision.
because we was never giving her back,
Mm-hmm,
never. And I
mm-hmm.
don't think any social media is. I don't know what. It must not be
Let
capable,
me
because I don't think any other social media has even tried it.
let me tell you, but I don't know if it's capable. I don't know what it is. I think it's the algorithm is too far complex now to ever go back to what where we started off at
Right.
as or whatever. The algorithm is a very complex thing, but also becoming more complex as time goes along. Taking it back to my theory of saying that, like, bitch, we're becoming artificial intelligence. The algorithm is aiding to that. It's no shade. If you really sit down and think about it or whatever, it's the things that we intake daily and things like that or whatever. One thing, so I'll give you an example of what I mean just briefly. When it comes to like talking about politics and shit like that, believe what you believe. I always say believe what you believe or whatever, but I always also say, like, be able to listen to the opposing side, because just being able to listen to the opposing side will teach you a lot about, like, oh, this is how they think. This is the patterns of how they think and things like that or
And how they
whatever.
got to that point.
Um, but sometimes the algorithm won't even allow us to do that, because it's like the algorithm is showing us like these rage bait things, and it's like, bitch, I don't want to listen to what the fuck the other side even got to say, because all I'm seeing is madness from the other side.
Hmm.
You people are insane. However, even with those insane people being, it's like, listen to what's going on beneath the insaneness also, whatever. But I think that the algorithm is affecting us far more than we realize. Like, this is a very, like, 10-year from now conversation that we're just going to have right now, for real, for real. We have not seen the effects of social media yet. I don't think we've seen, as an
No.
influencer that was in this shit, that's seen a lot of things up close, and I can even cry saying this. We have not seen the full effects of social media yet. We have not. We don't know
No.
what that's going to look like, how dangerous that can be. I presume that a lot of it is very dangerous, just based off of what I've seen, being an influencer that has had intel and intake from the other side of things, from the way these companies work and shit like that or whatever. We have not seen the full effects. It's
And
going
then
to
knowing
take.
something like TikTok exists and the other bigger platforms,
It's
like our person, I think that TikTok is a bigger platform than Instagram,
yes.
personally,
Now it
and
is.
that's a whole different beast of social media.
We have
That's added in to now Twitch with
yes,
streaming and surveillance.
yes.
Because I was thinking about that every time I see somebody new come up doing Twitch, I'm like, your whole life is
Mm-hmm.
like you're just. But,
Even
like, what's the point in watching a show when you can just watch somebody's life and tune
even
in like they're a character?
even Casanat, his brother had talked about how, like, Kai, it's hard for Kai to live like normal life or whatever, because like he's used like he's literally programmed.
Yeah, like he wakes up. Like, imagine like your life is you have to be on camera and perform. Your
it
life is
takes
performance.
it takes 21 days to learn a habit. That's
Hmm.
scientifically proven. It takes
Right.
21 days to learn a habit. Imagine what we are learning from social media. Period. It is dangerous. It is very dangerous. There's a very dangerous side to it that we have yet to fully see yet. And that gives me even anxiety talking about this right now because I'm like, whoo, I really don't know what it is or whatever, but I'm like, I can tell y'all it's something there. I don't know what fully it is or whatever because like I don't want to make any calls like this is going to affect y'all in this way. This
Right.
is going to affect people.
And
But
especially with it being so broad, you can't really
yeah,
pinpoint because
it,
it's so,
exactly.
and there's also so many things that it could be too.
Yes, it's so many things. We have to be more cautious with social media. We have to be our use of social media, and this is coming from
At the
someone
same
who
time,
uses it.
though, I'll say that as like to balance it a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. I think because I was just talking to somebody about this in person. It was so funny a couple hours ago. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's a good and bad to almost like everything. Like,
Yes.
there's so many. Like, we're here thanks. We met
Mm-hmm.
because of social. Like,
Exactly.
there's so many highs and things. Like, there's so many real issues that we're able to know about and help out and change lives and
Mm-hmm.
help and contribute because of social media. Like, right now, I've seen so many people using Angel Tree, doing that, going into the stores, even if it's for them to do a social media video, somebody's going to benefit because of those people going and purchasing those
Yes.
gifts and making Christmases happen and stuff like that.
Yes.
And it's starting trends. Like, this is the first time ever I seen like a college football player boy like post on Snapchat that he going to go buy Angel Tree stuff and then Toys for Tots, and it's like, not, I don't know his character. He could be somebody who's done this before, but it's like, well, you
Yeah.
saw this. You're doing this because you saw this online,
Yes.
which, and it's like social media, but it's helpful and those type of things and conversations. Us finding about the different world atrocities and the words we're not gonna say, the bad things going on in the world, girl. The dolls, girl, la la, how people are coming together having these conversations and enlightening conversations and
Social media
understand
definitely has
like
a
the
good side to it, for sure, for sure.
so much good side to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but conversely, so I want to also like it's not like we're not dragging social media.
Yes.
And I think it's
Yes.
also good to know that, especially me knowing you personally,
Yes.
having a conversation can be even more reason not to want to post and engage and build
Yes.
a thing. But,
Yes.
but
No, no, no. I'll
yeah,
say this. Everything, like you said, has a good and a bad side. Very much so. And if it wasn't for social media, there have been people that I would have not been able to inspire. Just point blank period. I'm forever thankful for social media. I don't think we have would have come as far as developed how we have, fastly developed. Because I feel like everything is moving fast for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
very.
Everything is moving fast because like it, we were behind probably as humanity. We may have been behind with all
You
of the
think?
different issues and things like that. The fact that we are so close to like actually so close to what slavery was or whatever, closer than farther away, etc. As humanity, bitch, we were behind. We were doing shit that was not good for ourselves. So thankful for social media.
Interesting.
However, it's just important to know that there is a give and a take with everything and whatever. And I just don't think we know the take yet with social media. Don't stop
Yes.
using it. Just be more cautious of how
Cautious.
you use it or whatever. Be more cautious of how you interact with the algorithm. Be more cautious of what is making its way on your algorithm because you just view just one simple video or whatever. You want to know some real tea? Sister, I touched myself this morning. I don't usually touch myself this. But I touched, you know why I touched myself? Because I got on Twitter, now known as X or whatever. And one of the first things I seen was a fine specimen of a man. And I said, woo, hot and daisy. We,
Hot and Daisy is crazy. Hot and Daisy is crazy.
but
Hot and Daisy is crazy. Was he in the
that's just
woods
a
or
living
something?
example of what this social media shit can do to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that
True,
touch
that's very
yourself,
true.
not that touch
Because 2013, well, Twitter wasn't what it was. Well, no, it was. 2009, when you wake up, you
Listen,
weren't getting on Facebook or you weren't checking social media. One, you probably weren't checking social media. So your get up routine,
was
unless you
completely
just one of
different.
them,
Yes,
unless your libido was through the roof
yes,
and you got that crazy imagination,
yes,
your morning is not going to look like that,
yes.
engage in those things. Although it is statistically proven that once a day doing those things is really good for your body. So I
Yes,
think it's a
and
great
it
way to
might
start your
be a
morning.
great thing, but I'm just saying.
But the catalyst,
What
but the
more,
catalyst
but
to
the
it.
catalyst was me getting on social media and that being one of the first things I seen. I said, "Wow, how
Yes.
can I not touch myself right now?" You know, I'm just being honest.
I'm so sorry. I'm realizing in this conversation, I'm like trying to find the good in everything.
No, no, it's okay.
But like that's just how I am.
Cause I'm just gonna tell you, bitch, we gotta be more cautious. And
Even though
it's
it's not
because,
bad, that's not bad.
and the
Yeah.
reason I want to mention it is because, like, I know we're not going to just be done using social media. I don't think we should off with social media's head. I just think that we have to become more cautious.
And I
Social
hope
media,
there's somebody annotating.
yes, that too. But I think we have to become more cautious of social media's effect on us as humans. In order to fully grow with her, we have to just be cautious of its effects. That's
Mm.
all. Because it's not we love social media. Let's be very clear. I love social media. However, it is creepy.
A scary bitch. That's a scary bitch. You gotta watch.
You gotta
It's
watch her.
it's the personification of keep your friends close, keep your enemies
She's
closer.
a very smart girl. She's a con girl. And if
She's
anything,
giving Maleficent a little bit, but Maleficent was really good though. But wait, I have a question. This is reminding me of a new show called Pluribus. I don't even think I told you about it,
mm-hmm.
but
Love
it
her
may be a little bit
show. This
confusing,
bitch
huh?
love a show. This bitch
I do
love
love
a
this
show.
show.
Oh, this
I
bitch love
do
a
love this
movie.
show.
Uh huh.
You exactly. You know me well. It's a show called Pluribus, where this alien thing comes to Earth, and pretty much everybody on Earth except for 12 people are all mentally interconnected.
Oh.
So, like, imagine in your house, like, imagine like your family, like your person, like your immediate family, all having the same mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like your niece having the same memory and thoughts of your little brother.
Oh, that's creepy.
But you are the only one who doesn't have that. You're not tapped in.
That's
And also, your niece now has the same memories of Obama.
creepy.
Right. But they're all happy. They can't commit any violence or anything like that. So they're all happy, like well meaning they're not violent in any way. They're just happy.
Uh
And
huh.
but they all have one mind. And there's no more crime.
Sounds like social media. It's giving
Oh, you
off.
said pause.
No. Oh no 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 no. I'm saying pause. Listen to yourself. That sounds like social media.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It
That's
sounds
why
like
that's what made me think of that's
oh
what the show
yeah.
made me think of
That's creepy. It's giving
and
one
it,
band, one sound. All think the same.
but is that a bad thing?
I don't
If
know.
you're the person who is left out with the 12 people in the world, is it a bad thing that you see everybody happy and not in pain and violence?
I don't know.
Very, and we don't. Yeah,
I
that's
don't
why I
know.
thought of the show. Yeah, and then it sounds a little T like different. That's very creative. Made me think of that. But
Let's
with
teach.
that being said, let's get back. I want to really, really talk about something
Okay.
special.
Okay. 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 Okay.
So Kadiva has released two songs now, I believe,
Yes.
and my personal favorite is "Something in the Water."
Yes.
Love those tracks. And for people who don't know, this question is for you to answer that, but I'm also curious. When you became Kadiva, what part of He Flawless did you intentionally leave behind, if any, and what part refused to leave no matter what?
I think that Kadiva has always existed, and she's always just been there, just waiting for me to her to like just take like let him waiting for me to let her fully in the door. In terms of, I think she's just that part of me that doesn't care. She's that part of me that can take control of the room. She's that part of me that is just a performer, an artist. Like she's just that. She is my Sasha Fierce, quite literally. You know what I'm saying?
Kadiva's your Sasha
However,
Fierce.
for me, she's a little more present than Sasha Fierce is, or whatever, because I find her in all of my work, or whatever. I think that Kadiva speaks through He Flawless. I think Kadiva speaks through Kenneth. I think Kadiva is a soul thing for me. Like that's my soul when
Oh,
nobody is looking. That's why if you listen to songs like Something in the Water, if you listen to songs like The Golden Gates or whatever, anything else that is to come, she's talking to me. Yes, a lot of the men were like a lot of men that I've dealt with were catalysts for these songs and things like that. But she is my higher self talking to me. Talking like there's something in the water. You're not grasping on to what is fully here for you on earth to fully enjoy, sister. There is something in the water. There's something in the water on this earth that you are drinking. There's something that somebody has fed you that you believe about yourself that's keeping you from your highest timeline, which is me. She is my highest timeline. She is
Ooh,
freedom.
that's that's so beautiful.
Ah!
That
I
is
don't know. She is.
beautiful.
She's
And
freedom.
for the people who don't know, Kadiva, now like you, he flawless,
Mm,
makeup, beauty, icon, storytelling, content creator, cinematic universe.
mm,
Now Kadiva was a part of some skits, but now you've grown and developed as a creator
mm,
from just filming videos to getting in the booth, bitch,
mm.
and creating music.
Yes.
And Kadiva is the name of like your stage name in a
Stage
way.
name.
I guess stage name like,
Mm,
and I think that's a pretty good answer to the question. So you feel
yes.
like Kadiva was already in there, already in you. So you haven't.
Yes.
There's no He Flawless to leave behind.
I'll give you. There's no he
It's just
flawless.
a
There's nothing to leave behind. She's always so. I'll give you even more direct answer with Kadiva. In childhood, I was very musically, like I was in choir for like all 12 years of grade school or whatever. I love choir. I love reading sheet music. I love playing the fucking piano. I love all these things. But there came a point in time where I turned away from those core like things that I loved. And that point in time was the world, genuinely. The world often tells us to steer away from our childlike nature, or it tells us to steer away from anything that we've known in the name of growing up. You grow up, you leave that behind. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that
right
once you grow up. Beyond that, my relationship with like art and music and shit was damaged because of like family and just being like black and queer or whatever, and it being seen as something that was like just feminine and just like it
back then,
back then.
being in
When I
music or
grew up, I don't
anything.
know about
Yeah,
you new bitches. You new bitches got it real good. It's no shade. Don't take this
no,
shit
for
for
real.
granted. Because when I grew up, don't do none of that soft shit. You don't do none of that soft shit. No matter how soft I have always been. I've always been a bitch growing, grabbing flowers, bitch. Do you get what I'm saying? And bringing to the women of
Yes,
my family, like, here, take this
making the
off,
flower
baby.
brace. We were making flower bracelets.
Like flower bracelets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
those were all the things that I was told to like steer away from or whatever. You know, they tried to put me in fucking softball to play soft. I'm not no fucking softball. I'm not. I'm not no soft. What the fuck you putting me in softball for?
I'm not a softball player.
Bitch,
I'm a
keep me in
singer.
the theater. Keep me in the theater. But
I'm not trying to hold a bat. I'm trying to hold a microphone.
hello, I'm trying to hold a microphone. But even with that, like I grew up in a more urban community. The theater program was stripped away from us at a very early age and stuff like that. Like we didn't have a theater program to participate in the community I grew up in. So
Hmm.
Kadiva is a reclamation of like all of that art too. Like she's just that. She's me reclaiming the art to myself or whatever. She's me saying, no, this is what I truly like. I am a child of the arts or whatever. She's all of that.
Actually,
Mhm.
not just a child of the arts. So, your mother
Yes.
was a showgirl growing up. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but your mother literally was a
A
showgirl
lot
and
of people don't know
entertainer.
that. Uh huh.
So, you not only come from the iconic Crawfish King,
Yes.
but you come from a showgirl, literally showgirl. So, like, the culture, the Creole
Bitch,
magic
bitch.
is in your veins.
My mama should have been a gay man's best friend. I don't know how she ever had any problems with me. Me and my mama is good now. We good now, okay?
But,
But I don't know why that woman ever had a problem with me, being who she was or whatever. I'm talking about she would have been a gay man's best friend. How glamorized that world that she was. That's just who she was. Yes, my mother was like a
from
showgirl. Like
from hearing you talk about it, it makes you think of like a Uncle Johnny, Miss Tina set
very much
almost, you
so. But
know?
but but she
But
was.
not
It's not. My mama was like if my mama would have had a few more people around her that had sense, and if she would have just had like a stronger foundation for herself, my mama would have been like a starlet from the '90s that we talked about current day. You know what I'm
oh, I
saying?
can see it. I remember I think you
Literally,
posted something
just
before.
everything. Like I'm gonna send you pictures to
I think
if
there's a
you.
magazine. Please, so I can put
I
them in here.
will.
Wasn't there like a magazine thing or something? Or a
Magazines
newspaper?
like newspaper, magazine, all these things or whatever. She used to open up for like different, like Beverly Mays and Frankie Beverly Mays or whatever.
Frankie Billy. Yeah!
She opened up for Frankie Beverly Mays
Frankie
or whatever.
Beverly.
She
Frankie
was in a
Beverly.
talent show with Destiny Child when they were Destiny Child or whatever. She
Oh,
was in a talent show with that bitch. if she would have had people around her that had the sense or whatever, my mama would have been that girl. It's no shade. She still is that girl. But there's so much like just like trauma and things tied to that also that I've witnessed, and it's just like wow. And to see some
With
of
the
those
showgirl
things,
stuff
what you
or
say?
her specific? With the showgirl stuff or her
With the
specifically?
showgirl stuff, with her specifically, it's a whole tunnel of just shit,
Right.
and I
So
don't
I'm
get
wondering,
how.
is there a part of you that is kind of like, do you understand or correlate Kadiva as like an offspring of your mother's showgirl
She a little bit of
history?
like I would never for sure. She a little bit of my offspring. It's no shade. She is. It's a little tangent now because it's like this artist thing that like Kadiva has. Like it's like this artist thing. Like
Yeah.
you know an artist when you see an artist. You know a bitch
Does
when
that
you
make you
see a
feel
bitch.
closer to your mom?
It helps me understand her more.
Ooh.
It
Has
helps.
that been like healing for you on your side of like things or like understanding like as we grow we understand our parents more,
For sure, for
but
sure.
now you have the actual lived experience
For
almost
sure, for sure.
of that.
It helps me understand her more. For sure, for sure. It helps me understand it all more, which is why I don't take nothing personal. When it comes to like, I get it. I was like, okay, what's whatever. I get it. It's a part of the journey. Yeah,
That's interesting. That's rare and I think that's beautiful still.
yeah, yeah. It's a part of the journey. It's a fab journey.
Okay.
My mom was a showgirl
Wow.
though. Down boots, bitch. Yes.
That's so fab. Like finding out, it's like I think anybody who created it would be like, oh, that makes sense.
But
Like
also,
that makes sense.
but also realize that that created a piece of like discomfort between me and my mother's relationship or whatever. I think that there became a point in time when I did get the things as HeFlawless. It was something that my mother never fully got or whatever. So that created this also layer of like she could never support what I it is that I do on um
Like
full
think
fledged.
like a almost jealousy and resentment, as in
Resentment
like
and
you're living my
jealousy, but it's
dream.
jealousy. Yes, mixed in with the queer shit. It's
So there's like a level of not understanding your black queer child.
yes,
Like you had a son, so you're expecting your son to be
but
mass presenting
also
basketball shorts and everything, but now you have a
karma.
feminine
Talk
son.
about karma, but also this child has gotten things, and you have gotten things off of this child's name. My mama, there was a point in time where she would get free movie tickets every time she would go to the movies, just because that's Kenneth mama. Like, you know, but
Oh, yeah, because she was like a celebrity, like a local celebrity T,
yes, but that creates
and then
this thing that's like resentment for her. It does. At the same time, yes,
whereas like it's not her name anymore.
yes, it's like oh
Ooh,
yes,
it's just that almost like it's not destiny swapping, but it's something where like parents, it's something that's like I think we're noticing, especially it's interesting your experience in this because this is something usually that daughters find with their mothers,
yes,
and but us
and
being
a
more femme
piece of that.
presenting,
Yes,
there's we can since we lean like not saying your daughter,
yes.
but you like being in that femme world and
It makes it
leaning more
it
feminine,
makes it
you
even more.
get you pick up on that
Yes,
experience
it
and
makes
I
it
but also understanding that the queerness and the internalized phobias
yes,
and biases play a part and make it a little bit worse to where it can be more isolating and cold
yes,
because it's like well not only are you not really understanding me and supporting me because you haven't accepted that you have a black queer child or obviously black but you have a queer child but also you have to juggle with some jealousy and resentment and not only am I inspired by you and kind of like you can see yourself in me when you don't want to and you never saw it thought that you
yes.
would, but you're seeing me get the things that that you've always wanted.
Exactly. It makes
And now you being
it makes it very true.
older and a showgirl and Kadiva, you can understand like what it's like to be a worker, hustler, creative, and be known for your things and what it's like that mentality and then knowing your mom and like, growth and evolution and
Yes.
stuff. Is
There's
that
some
right?
yes, there's some scary it's something scary there. I'll just say it's something scary there. But you
Okay.
explained it but you get it and you explained it perfectly.
Yeah.
Anybody listening will be able to explain it perfectly also. It's very like, oh, that's very interesting because it's not the normal mother daughter story that we're used to hearing. Or this is like mother
Oh, son of a child.
queer son. Like this
It's a weird story to be told.
is some shit in there, and it's like, huh, this is sticky.
And it's hard to talk about because it's almost like it goes into the conversation. It could, if somebody takes it, in my opinion, a little bit bad faith,
Yes.
where it's like, what's because you want to be women, and like it goes into that type of, and it's like, well, no,
Yes.
and then oh well, that my generation. Well, you can learn.
Yes.
We all grow. We all learn.
It's tricky.
We not cranking up a phone. We not doing like this to call. Like we're no. You learn and adapt. You adapt and you
Yeah.
grow as we get older. You know. But that's it's hard. So like basically like agreeing, it's hard to have these conversations, and I don't know how this gonna go when people see this
I mean, they have
either.
to take how it
But
is because I think that the
yeah.
more we don't talk about these things, and this is only the scratch of the surface of this
Oh.
conversation,
Oh, I know.
because it's so complex and like deep that I don't even want to get into it fully because I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Child, just let it be what it is. But the more we skate around these conversations, the
Or never have them. It just repeats.
it just
It cycles up for somebody else.
it repeats itself or whatever, and then there has to be an end of it. Just point blank, period. That's almost equivalent to imagine if I got nothing else that I got today, right?
Hmm.
And all of a sudden, I had a niece that got super popular on social media, and like she went to like she quadrupled what it is that I did or whatever. Just
Right.
me being jealous of my niece. You know what I'm saying?
Especially being somebody who like people don't know,
Yeah.
like you grown up, you've helped her grow up. You've
Yes,
been like almost like a sibling to
that's
her.
equivalent of me being jealous of my niece for me or whatever. It's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
uh, like having this resentment towards like, bitch, that could have been me, and da, 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 da. Oh, everybody knows your son for doing this. Da, da, da. It's
And
very,
making you feel it.
it's very tricky. It's very tricky. Especially because there have been points in my career or whatever where it's just like I know that if I had that in my corner, if I had that mother support, that would have took me 15 steps further than what I took. You know what I'm saying? Like that wouldn't have taken me a full
Absolutely.
mile. No, that wouldn't have took me the full mile. But that would have put the gas in my battery for me to want to go a full mile.
To make it a little bit better and easier part, like,
Yes.
make the make
Yes.
I completely agree and get what you're saying. Like I just something I try because I relate.
Yes.
You know.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I think that I know that
But
you relate because like we don't talk, but also I think
yeah.
that anybody that's black and queer can relate very deeply to that.
Especially knowing the percentages of black queer youth who are even like in other circumstances, much like different harsh circumstances where they're abandoned by their parents and whole,
Yes.
you know, we all saw Pose. We all know what happened. What was his name? Damon or something. He wanted to do
Damon.
ballet.
Uh-huh.
Like we've seen the heights that it can get to, in that type of I would say like the more extreme
Yes.
of the situation, and what it's like, and that's why chosen family is so important too,
Yes.
and why like now we're at the point where we're like chosen family, like we gone from just friends to like family,
Yes.
and like well, even where our family might know each other, like me and your sister, all this and that. But
Yeah. This is fab. I love this.
oh, I'm glad. I don't want to get okay. I want to get out of sentimental, but I have one more
Oh,
question in
it's
the
fine.
sentimental
Shoot
part.
him at me,
Go
bitch.
be sentimental for a minute. I want not just it's okay. But if you could write a letter to the era where you were filming on the floor with a ring light holding your pillow, what would it say?
I
Like,
would.
what would the
The
first
letter
sentence of
would
that be?
say, "Bitch, keep going. A bitch, keep going. Keep, don't stop." No, 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 for real. The letter would say something along the lines of, "Bitch, keep going. Don't stop for nothing. Along this journey, you are going to run into people that don't understand you and things like that or whatever. But you just keep going because I think that." Because I was in those beginning stages of like we didn't have a definition for this influencer shit, combined with being black and queer or whatever. That excuse me, combined with being femme, black and queer, and I have to mention the femme because
Yes, it's the important part.
it's
Karamo get different treatment than a RuPaul. You know what I'm saying? A Karamo is gonna get different treatment than a He's
it's
Flawless,
different. It's crazy. It make you want to box a bitch or two or three,
even within the community.
even within the community. That's why I have to always backdoor and I have to add the film part because that has shaped my experience also. I can't go key with the
Absolutely.
Butch Queens. I just can't. They don't understand where I'm coming from or whatever.
Maybe now, back then though.
Maybe now, but
Now,
at
back
that
then,
point, I
back
couldn't get on
then,
key with the Butch Queens for nothing, bitch, because the Butch Queens was haters, and it was a hater. I don't know if it was hater. It was just something that it was
it
something
was
nasty.
femphobia.
It was
It was
phobia then.
femphobia.
It
It
was
was
phobia then.
femphobia.
So I have to mention the film thing also.
Hmm.
But I
This
would
was back in the conversation, like, but not back in. This was back in the time where it was okay to say, "I'm not one of those gays,"
yes,
or like,
exactly.
like it was okay within the community
It was
conversation.
the last time I got called one of them things of the community was in like 2021. That was very recently. From another gay individual.
Yeah,
Like you wanted them that make us look like that. Wait.
and this was like, which it still happened now, but back then, like, I think it's almost like the same mindset. Like back in with Twitter, everybody was talking messy on Twitter. This is back in the time, like when you're, so I'm like highlighting, co-signing how like when you were in that early time frame to keep going,
Yes.
it was way more normalized to be phobic
Yes.
in these spaces. And y'all, and you're not like, not just like you're there, you're the only one.
Yes.
And most of the times you're the only and the first.
Yes. So I would have told myself to keep going no matter what. No matter what. And that's why I go back to like it would have took me a lot further if I was able to have mommy or daddy in my ear like, baby, fuck what them hoes talking about. I recently got into watching P Valley again. And I appreciate Uncle Clifford so much because it's like if I had an Uncle Clifford at that point in time in my life or whatever, do you not know like what else I would have accomplished? I didn't have that though. So I would have simply told myself to keep going. Fuck the noise, fuck whatever, because I know that early then, being a more sensitive individual or becoming more like ultra sensitive to like energy and shit like that, there came a point where it was like, I can't do this because I don't. If I had somebody tell me
Mhm.
you can do it, you can do it.
Like you can't,
I
yes.
never had that ever. It's so important. Like I listened to A Mother's Prayer by K Michelle and I cried. And I mentioned that song because like it was just a mother like telling it like I'm here for you. Like you are covered by me also. If I had that from a mother or a father, it would have took me much farther. So I would have just told myself to keep going. That's it. Keep going.
I think that's real. I
Keep
think that's
going.
real and I
Go
get it.
on. Fuck
And
all
also
the noise.
what's interesting about it, and it's like, I think we both like want to see like everything happens for a reason type of thing and not in a toxic positive way. But it's so interesting that you were going through that, being that like not having that like what like coach or whatever, like that support, that maternal and just that person in your corner to guide you, coach you and like, inspire you, motivate you, whatever. You know the words. You were that for so many people at the same time. Like while you were going through that,
That's
you were being that for us.
that's
Like you were our Uncle Clifford
that's
in real
it's
time. Like before
it's
Uncle
too
Clifford, we
much.
got. Is that like? Do you register that
I
sometimes?
realized that it registered now. It registers now or whatever, which is why I'm able to
Hmm.
crop and stuff. Like looking back
Yeah,
at my old
it's
photos and
amazing.
stuff, I'm like, whoa, like bitch, you were that. So it registers now. While I was doing it, it didn't register. I didn't realize how many people I was making comfortable. I was literally in front of the camera
Me,
snapping a key. I didn't realize how many people I was making comfortable. You know what I'm
I'll say
saying?
this here. I was one of those gays that was like, I'm not like one of them gays. I'm not doing the makeup and stuff. Like I'm not that fruity. I was one of
Uh huh.
those.
Uh huh.
And then I came across your content
Uh huh.
and I was like, oh,
Uh huh.
wait, this is fab. I remember I was stationed overseas. I was in Turkey
Uh huh.
on my old, remember my old roommate? I was on her laptop
Uh huh.
using her internet, watching your videos all the time, had your videos on all the time. And this was like in the summer, crazy stuff going on, war, combat, this and that, having a hellish of a day, and then coming home and watching your videos. It was you, Daisy Perkins, Ismail Ray Ray, Jackie Aina, and oh my god, my girl, my with the first palette I ever bought. Why am I blanking on her name? She was no, oh
Light,
my
turn
god,
lights on.
niece, Missy Lynn.
Oh, Missy Lynn, Missy Lynn.
Missy Lynn, I felt so bad. Oh my god, and Missy Lynn, who I was able to meet because of you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like not only did you get like that, that's why I always say like I always give your flowers forever because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be inspired to be where I am now if it wasn't for you. Like
And I think the
before there
most
was Uncle Clifford, like you were that for
And I
me.
think the most beautiful thing about that is that now I'm able to genuinely receive inspiration from creators like you, and even like JBs or whatever. You know JBs.
Oh
Even
yes,
JBs.
the
JBs
dogs.
used to watch me and stuff like that too. And like it's just beautiful to be able to receive that same inspiration. It's like a wheel almost.
Like a cycle,
It's
yeah.
like a
Create a
cycle.
cycle.
It's like sometimes bitch the inspirers need to be inspired too. You know what I'm saying? The people that's out here
Yeah,
inspiring folk, bitch, they need to be inspired too. You know what I'm
and
saying?
also like being able to. I think it's. I'm thinking of it in a. This is like a movie term, but I'm thinking about
Oh, it's fine.
like a Guillermo del Toro or a Martin Scorsese, like these iconic directors, and
Mm-hmm.
how they're fans of a Ryan Coogler,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And it's like, of course, Ryan Coogler is probably a fan of them and
Mm-hmm.
loves their work and grew up on their work, but now they're able to be like, wow, and be inspired from what he's done
Mm-hmm.
while still being the icons that they are.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think that's what's been a heart of you and not like part of why like you always be good, like forever anointed
Mm-hmm.
good because not only did you break through the door, but you held that bitch open and brought people with you. Not only just hold open, but brought people with you and never were like stingy
No.
or like never nasty, never fake, happy. They were always genuine
Mm-hmm.
and helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you make it look so easy.
Because there are one thing I did realize, like when I got to the doors, bitch, I said, "Oh, there are powers in just numbers, point blank, period. Like all around the board. There's powers in all. I will never forget the American Influencer Awards, the first American Influencer Award, or like the second one, or something like that. And it was the night that I was nominated, and I was nominated for like best beauty influence, some shit. I forgot what I was nominated for, but the fact that I was nominated, I was gagging, bitch. Because it was the fact that they had Kim Kardashian on this motherfucking stage, bitch, presenting the award. So I'm like, oh, bitch, we really up in here, like what? But I will never forget that night because that night when I was in the room, I was like, there needs to be more of us here. That's all I could think. And from the time I walked in to the time I walked out, I didn't even listen to when they announced who won the category. The only thing I was thinking was there needs to be more of us in here. Just point blank period. That's the only way.
Absolutely.
That's the only way that we can take over the not that it's
And make a
or
change.
make a
Actually
change.
make a
But there
change.
needs to be more of us in here. Just point blank.
And I'll say, like, to the people who don't know, maybe didn't know, I can attest on multiple occasions where you literally made sure we were out there. Like, I was able to meet so many of my legends and icons, beauty con, and had that experience because of you. And I remember you brought, like, it wasn't just me, it was like at least three or four. It was like if you got access to a party or event, you did whatever you had
Yes.
to get the other black beauty boys in there
Yes.
of all different shades, all different sizes, and all different like
And
levels of
and
femininity.
and if you want me to be honest, part of that was selfish reasons because there were a point in time, and I'm gonna tell you why selfish reasons. I don't like being the only black faggot that they ain't here looking at. I'm sorry for my language,
Hello?
but it
It give me.
it was because like there would be points in times where like bitches would be all up in my grill like, oh, what is this? Like,
What are
I kid,
you?
I kid you not. Like, what is this? Like, I remember doing a photo shoot one time, and these hoes are sitting in my face taking the photos, but they're gossiping about me in my face. And it wasn't a bad gossip necessarily, but it was just like, why are y'all talking about my features in my face like this? So masculine, but so feminine. Oh my goodness, the lips and blase, 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 blase. It was like I was just skeptical. And it wasn't admiration talk about. It was like I was a
Mhm.
fucking skeptical. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's
really?
given. What's her name? Oh my God, why am I blanking on her? I just did some research on the woman who, the African woman who was taking on like she had the crazy body, the really. vivacious, voluptuous
I
body that
forgot
Kim
her name,
Kardashian
but
did
I
that
know
shoot.
who you're talking. I know exactly who you're talking
It's
about.
given like that, and it's like it's given like microaggressions in a way. Like y'all over here talking about my features, but it's like
Yes,
what's the? And then it's like obviously you're the only person, probably a white, predominantly non-black set.
yes. Like the
You
only
know,
the closest thing I would get to of color when it came to a boy in makeup was
yeah.
a Latino.
Gabriel
Um,
Zamora.
Gabriel
It was
Zamora.
Gabriel. It was Gabriel. It was Gabriel
Gabriel
Zamora.
Zamora. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
Gabriel Zamora.
So
Like that was and
closest thing
Manny.
I got to a piece of color. So that fucked with my brain too, cause I'm like, bitch,
I would say Bretman Rock, but Bretman Rock. Oh, sorry.
Birmingham Rock was a different story. She knows she
Yeah,
was.
Bretman Rock always no shade. Bretman Rock was always in a different level in the
She
category.
knew she was. She's always been in a different category in her own or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Like Bretman Rock came and did a drive out through the beauty community. Bretman Rock was always his own
very versatile
entity.
drive. Very
Like
versatile.
he saw it. He was like, "Oh, this is giving trailer trash.
Yeah,
Let me go." Not even ghetto because it
yeah,
wasn't us that made it fall down.
yeah.
It wasn't us.
It wasn't us that made it fall down whatsoever. But those were some things that we experienced, and I did always know that regardless of whatever, like it just needs to be more of us in these rooms or whatever. Like
Yeah.
that night of the American Influencer Awards, there was nobody of color in that room barely, and that was pissing me off more than
I
anything.
wonder who else would. Do you remember who was in the category with you, or who won that category?
He was. I forgot who he was. I don't
Yeah.
impactful, and it's
Yeah.
no shade, but it's like impactful.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And it was like, well, I didn't win, so shit, I don't care who won.
I didn't care
Honestly.
who won, but
Yeah.
I just didn't know who. I didn't impactful to who is no shade, and I only say that like there needs to be more of us because it's like we're actually clock it.
Yeah.
Everything
The
that we
influence.
do becomes a thing, bitch. Like, what are we talking about? Like, it is.
Even when they take it and whitewash it,
It's the
or
culture. It's the culture. It's everywhere or whatever. Give the bitches who created this culture, give them their props. Period.
and
And
platforms.
platform. And give them their platform.
Because I don't want just props. I want
I want the
the
platform.
platform. I want the like pass me the mic.
Yes. Yes. Nobody that
Like
won that
literally.
night was in there being impactful. But they won because they had the numbers on their sides. I also understood that also. I understood why you won. You won because everybody in this room looks like you. It's no shade.
Yeah.
What
And it wasn't like,
about
and this was before the inclusivity movement of
the
2020,
only other black person in the room
2021.
was Jackie Ina.
Like
No
y'all,
shade.
you were
Make
swinging
up
for the
Shayla. Make up
boys.
by Shayla. Make up by
Oh,
Shayla.
make her
She was in
Shayla.
the rooms.
As far as like brown skin, dark skin women, like I don't think the hair girls were getting enough spaces
No,
yet.
not yet.
No shade. Like there were other, yeah.
Not yet.
Oh, I did want to say, Missy Lynn, love her down.
Love
I
her.
remember she told me something at BeautyCon that it changed my life. I
What
don't
did
think
she
I've ever
say?
said it on camera, but Missy Lynn literally changed my life with this. She came up to me, we were talking like after we had met,
Mm.
and we were having a conversation, and she was like, such and such, yeah, because I thought you didn't like me. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, literally you're the first palette I bought. Like I got them the highlighter bitch like hello. No, I love you. What do you mean? Like you're my favorite. Like girl, what? And she's like, yeah, like you have this look on your face. And she was like, pro tip, whenever you're like meeting somebody, try to smile. Like she didn't say try to smile, but she said try to like make sure your face is not like in your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Like soften up your face, because you're like you can give like rest in bitch face, but it gave niceness. And I was like, oh my God. And she was so kind and real for that. And I was like, oh my God, how many other people did I meet that I thought I didn't like, that they didn't like me?
Remember when you met me and I always used to wear the bandanas like this or whatever?
Yes.
They made me more friendly. That was the
Wow.
reason. They made me more friendly. The bandana made me more
That
friendly.
makes sense. Wait,
It
it
made me more
did.
friendly because there was a
It gave Paxson.
there was a point in time where I think this was specifically when I was in some drama, but it was like messy, ghetto, things like that or whatever. That one bandana, I kid you not, bitch. I know that bandana raked me in some brand deals or whatever because it made me more friendly. I didn't have to worry about my face or whatever. It was almost like Ronald
Right.
McDonald.
It balanced.
It was almost like Ronald McDonald tea. It was almost like, hi, put it on.
You know,
Hi.
I just thought JoJo Siwa, like a
It,
Joe. It gave a
very
JoJo
different.
Siwa set.
It made it
Like it made you more it made you more
it's
Disney
literally
gay. It made you more flamboyant and like instead of
yeah.
it what's the word? It gave my it took you from what was oh my god, I got the perfect thing. It took you from like Nick at Night to Nickelodeon.
Yes. Literally. Literally.
You know,
Because
it gave yeah.
and I mentioned that because it's funny that you that's what Missy Land told you or whatever because that is something that black creators all of us
Have to think
have
about.
to think about very
Yeah.
frequently. Y'all hoes don't have to think about this type of shit no more.
No, and you can be actually rude
You could be
and get
rude
and be
and
cool.
you might win.
She was so real for that too,
Yes.
and like I'm so like she was real as fuck for that. Like she literally was like pull me down because she's a little beautiful woman. Pull me down was like I'm gonna help you, rude. And like I was like obviously had to apologize. I was like girl, absolutely not. But also like damn, thank you. And I think about that every single time I meet somebody. Like I've changed as a person
For real.
in work life, everything like that because I need to know that nobody. It's important to have those conversations. Like, of course, a black woman. Of
As a black
course,
woman,
love that,
but
love her.
especially as a black folk and navigating the industry, point blank period, you got to be friendly.
Yeah,
You can't be. You can't get caught slipping. You can't.
especially being darker. Like for me, like
And
being a
the
darker
darker
skin
you
person,
get,
I'm but
the
they gon'
worse it is. It's
She was real as fuck for saying that. Like people know I was hyper femme presenting that day. I went. I think that was the day I had on like my yellow hair and I was fab. I was kind. I was real teeth. Yeah, it was a fab experience.
we were
But like,
fascinating.
it was. I got. And that was interesting. I'm like, think about it now. Like, damn, she was real as fuck for that. Missy Lynn. I hope she's doing great in life. Missy Lynn, wherever you are,
I
mwah.
think Missy Lynn is doing great in life. I hope she is.
She has to. She was a very smart woman,
Missy Lynn was always a real one, for real, for real, for real. And
and she was
there
smart.
are things that she can talk about that I probably can't even talk about fully because I think she experienced. I don't know what she's experienced. I don't know what she's experienced, but I know her
She's.
experience.
I know she's experienced. She experienced things that people still strive for now,
Yes,
in a time where it was rare for a black woman.
yeah,
I can't think of any other black woman around the time except for Ellery that had a makeup brand collab.
yes, yes,
In the conversation of Carly Bible,
yes,
Missy Lynn also had a BH Cosmetics
exactly.
palette.
No, for real, for real.
I think two or three. Like, you know,
There's some things that she's experienced that nobody can talk about. For real, for real. Missy Lynn is
yeah.
a real one. Shout out to
A
Missy.
real, yeah. Shout out to Missy Lynn. Period. What's a beauty trend you regret participating in, if there's any?
I don't have none because I'm thinking like they was all cut at a point in time. That's the thing about
No
beauty trends.
shade. Cause
They
did
was
you do
cut
like
at
the
a point in
wheels and
time.
shit? Did you do like the challenges and stuff?
I didn't really get into the challenges, not for real,
I
for
can't
real.
remember. I feel like you did one of them, like maybe a color one or something like that.
I
I feel like
did.
there was the LA era when you were doing like a challenge at some
I
point.
did a lot of random stuff in my LA era. Like one of the things is that I had did a full. I had did a pair of shoes. I had did makeup on a pair of shoes or a pair of Air Forces. I had painted them in makeup. I
Oh,
I did a lot of random things.
it's so
That was
random.
random, but I had fun. I had so much fun. I had so much fun. I used a whole lot of Danessa Myrick's. I remember, and I painted the whole Air Force One.
The reason why, listen, I thank you forever. If there was anything, if you never gave me anything in life, the fact
Um,
that you gave me the Nessa Myrick's,
I had the
you
girl
were
from
the
one.
first person to talk about Danessa Myers online, in my personal opinion, besides Jackie Aina. Jackie and you were the only ones that were talking about Danessa on YouTube back in 2016, 17. And I remember you used to do Danessa used to use that the lick like her foundation that was like in the and you were saying I remember back then like oh people don't like more people need this. Wow. Like you've been a Danessa Myers angel since the beginning
So
and
yeah,
always spoke so highly of her back then.
because
Like online and also when I met you personally.
her products was always fab. For real, for real. Literally, Janessa products was always
And the
fab
fact that she was including queer folks from the beginning,
from the
you
beginning. Yeah,
like
her
she was
products
sending
was
you
always.
stuff back then, right?
What you say?
Wasn't she sending you stuff?
She started sending me stuff, I believe, back then or whatever. But no, I used to buy a lot of that stuff for my own money in the beginning.
How did you find out about Danessa Myrick's?
Um, I want to say I was looking for a black owned brand, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm trying to think of who I
So you were
heard
just
from.
like off the cuff because this was before people were intentionally shopping online for black owned
No,
brands. So you
I
were
was just
just
looking for a black owned brand. Point blank, period.
2015, 2016. You're just looking for a
Okay.
black owned brand, see her work,
Yes.
and you're like, let
It
me
was
purchase.
it was her eyeshadow work that really brought me to her or whatever. I want
Hmm.
to say I want to say it was I seen Nikki tutorials. If it's not Nikki tutorials, it had to be Jackie Ina. But I don't even think it was Nikki tutorials. I think I seen somebody use an eyeshadow pigment from hers. And after I seen that bitch, I went and bought everything because I was buying shit from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is before I boycotted Jeffree Star.
Yeah,
Point blank, period. Because I just like
period.
buying the makeup in collection type shit. So I went and bought everything to Vanessa Myrick's. Everything.
So was that, wait, this might be it's going to be either one. Your yellow lipstick, I'll never forget that. Because you were one of the first people to do yellow lipstick.
It
You
was
did the black glossy. Was that Danessa or Jeffrey?
the yellow lips was Jeffrey. Yeah.
I'm going to cut that out. Because I was like, it's going to be either one. Was the black gloss, was that Danessa?
The black gloss lip was Danessa. Yes.
Viral thumbnails for a video, huh?
I used Danessa and everything. What was you gonna say?
Yeah, that's like the thumbnail for one of your viral videos, I believe. I think like you probably had a black a bandana on, but you definitely I think had a black glossy lip, and that's I don't even remember what story time it is, but oh my God, do you have a favorite story time?
The story time where there were roaches on the walls. Only because I remember that day so vividly, and it literally was like me and my friends had went over to these dudes' house. We was chilling, and they was trying to spit game, and they had roaches on the walls, and it was so vivid because me and my friend were looking like, "Bitch, are we looking at this? Are you seeing the roaches on the wall?" There were roaches on the wall. There were roaches everywhere. I think that's my favorite story time. Yes,
Roaches just went on the wall. They were everywhere.
they were everywhere.
Did any fly?
I don't know. They were. It was a whole lot of baby roaches on the wall. Yes, the walls
Even
were moving.
worse.
The walls were moving. It was a very terrifying night.
How did it end?
We left. We all
Oh.
left. We left the house. We left. We said we have to go. We left. We left.
Y'all shake our clothes out before y'all got in the car.
We did everything before we got in the car. We made sure there were no roaches on us, but there were roaches
That's
everywhere.
crazy.
That's crazy. Imagine going over to a sneaky link
I
house and
remember.
all you see is roaches. No, not even a sneaky link house. I believe these dudes had invited us back over to their place, at, like the club we was at or something like that.
Oh
And
my
we went over there
God.
and seen roaches everywhere
So it's like y'all gonna invite some new people over here to
with
meet
the
roaches?
roaches to move in with. Yes, bitch.
Like you can't even get comfortable with me first? Like me like your personality? Like no, I'm just
That is
introduce you.
definitely my favorite story time because that's funny.
I'm gonna introduce you to these roaches first and see how you
Baby,
react.
baby.
Like,
Either that
oh.
story time or the story time about the guy that thought that he thought I was a girl. He knew I wasn't a girl, but he thought I was. He knew I wasn't a girl.
See, the way if that was on TikTok back then or like now, whatever, because my baby Donnie just went through a similar situation. I don't know if you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie is a femboy.
Mm-hmm.
Our age range, everything. 30 years old, dark
Mm-hmm.
skin, gorgeous. Did you see the story? I don't know if I sent it to you, but he was going on a date with a guy. They met at the club,
Mm-hmm.
kissed at the club, exchanged numbers, talked for a week. Mind you, this is LA.
Uh-huh.
He picks Donnie up for a date, and and was like, "Oh, by the way, like I've been wondering, been meaning to ask, are you a guy?"
Okay, I seen this. I
And
seen this
and
story.
Donnie was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh, okay. I wanted to ask, had a feeling, but I didn't. I was whatever, so he didn't ask." Pulled over and then said he was gonna take him home. Took him home. And that's it. Donnie said he had somewhat fragile masculinity, like that was what it showed, because like not confidence and being able to ask the question the first time when you thought of it,
Mm-hmm.
texting for a week, made it out in the club, and then you ask once I'm in the car on the way to the date
Uh-huh.
with you. But one, what you think about that? Two, your story
Mm-hmm.
versus that, people would go crazy if that story time were to like resurface and people or present day, people go insane. But like this is something that's been happening to the dolls for years.
This has been happening. This is something that I have participated. This has happened to me more than once. I don't know if it's fragile masculinity. I think it's just a scary ass hoe. It's not even. It's just. I'm not gonna tie it to masculinity or nothing.
He
I'm
just
gonna be
scary
real.
as fuck.
It's just being a
Like you just a
scary
scary
ass
ass
hoe.
man.
Yeah, you just a scary ass hoe.
Real. Real.
Girl, it's
That
ignite all your
is so real.
passions. Right, come and take the ride, boy. Shut the fuck up. You were
Like
interested.
you
You
know
were
you
very
knew.
interested. If we got this
Like
far,
you
you
knew.
were beyond.
You just didn't want me to say yeah.
Not only did you know, but you were interested. Stop playing in my face. Yes.
And it's okay. Like it's okay. Like really. I think that's what people like maybe it's okay.
Child.
It's okay.
All these niggas. All these men know. They know.
Cause when they claim you're the most fish thing in the world, they say they know.
The fishiest thing
So
of the tunas, bitch. The bitch with the most una in the room, bitch. Una.
like you can be chicken of the sea
Bitch, you gonna be the
and they still gonna say they know.
girl.
But then you come across a femboy and you like,
They just be playing.
you
What I
know.
will say is that we do have to get rid of all these labels because it's these labels that scare these men. It's these labels of like, oh, I think I'm a faggot. I'm gay. I'm gay now. Oh my goodness.
Yes. And it's like you can't have like it's just an experience,
It's just
food.
an
Like
experience, babe.
you're just, like it's okay. You ain't gotta get the rainbow flag. You don't have to, like it's okay.
And we just have to really all get rid of homophobia altogether because that's the real root of this shit. This is scary shit. Just
It's gonna take a couple
it's
generations.
gonna take a few.
Because I think that
I think we're
if it
getting
was
better. I think we're getting better. Remember when I
yeah, I just like I
remember
wanna be real that we're not gonna see that.
off the
We're not
record,
gonna be alive to
off the
see when
record,
it's
the reason I will tell you, I think I had told you at a point in time I was like, I don't see it now, but there was a point in time where I was like, I think my boyfriend is going to be younger than me. Remember I used to tell you this?
oh
Remember?
yeah, because
I
yeah,
was
you did. It's like 2 years ago
I
that
was
you
like,
said
they're
this.
different. They're just different, barely, but
They are.
barely. But
However,
however, there's something else that comes extra with them.
being on Snapchat reminds you, oh, y'all still like being on Snapchat or getting asked what's your snap will remind you very much so, oh, you niggas are still.
Don't be a Snapchat doll. Don't be a Snapchat
Wait.
doll. Don't be
Are
a. Don't be
you talking
a.
to me?
Everybody.
Are you
I'm
talking to
talking
me?
to everybody.
I'm not a Snapchat
Do
doll.
not be a Snapchat doll.
I'm not a Snapchat doll. I'm an
Girl,
adapter.
I peek on Snapchat every now and then. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
telling
just
you,
for
don't be a Snapchat doll.
not a Snapchat doll in a way that or that we both, I'm sure, participated in.
A
Now
what?
I'm a mature Snapchat doll. As in, the conversations I'm having on there are more likely with people my age and older who just so happen to use it because they're like in the revamped Snapchat, whereas I still see Snapchat as what it was in 2016.
And what was it then?
A time.
It was a time then too. I
It
wish you
was a
would have known that then.
time.
I didn't
It
know
was
it was a
like
time
Kick. Like Snapchat became the like picture less body version of Kick.
then. Snapchat is a kiki and a caca.
That's where you went to do your dirt and have
Well,
fun.
you can go there now and have a lot of fun. Snapchat is crazy.
But people also like take it serious because it's a lot of money there.
It's
So
that part too, but Snapchat is crazy.
it is crazy. But like more people using like I think people like came back to it and taking it more seriously. I communicate with those people is what I'm saying.
Some. It's a very select few people.
Yeah, it's maybe like three or four.
Yes.
And like old friends. That's it. Yeah. Not well, you've always been known for your honesty.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But is there a beauty opinion you've always been scared to or haven't said yet? Beauty community / beauty opinion.
Bitch, Makeup don't take all these rules. That's my only opinion is that bitch, you don't take all these goddamn rules, girl. And I only say that because I feel like there's this aura of like if you don't do your makeup this way, it's not right. That's not do your makeup however. What here you go. Everybody ain't meant to do their makeup like a drag queen. Sweetie, some people have faces that need one, two, three touches and they're done. Everybody don't need the highlight, the contour shablam. Everybody, that's not that makeup is not a one size fits all. And I only say that well, it is in terms of where Patrick,
Makeup looks,
but makeup
makeup
look,
levels,
yes,
makeup levels.
everybody. Some people face don't need all of that. Some people
Some people face don't need a level 5.
some people face don't need shit. You know what I'm saying?
We
It's just the truth, though. Some people look good in full glam.
can't all be Solange.
Everybody don't look good in full
Oh, that's
glam.
like a Solange said. Like Solange is not finna go give you.
She is not a full glam shablam girl. She is
Yeah, like Solange is not gonna give you a JT.
no. She's not at all. She bet not. It's gonna look off. It's gonna look like
It's gonna look. It's not gonna.
what's
Yeah.
going on. Everybody don't have the face for the full shablam, and that's okay. Bitch,
Yeah.
some people, it's like everybody be doing their makeup
Some
like
people want it all,
yeah, everybody
but
be doing their
some.
makeup like they
But I
ugly,
just want
bitch.
nothing at all.
Don't do your makeup like you a ugly bitch if you a cute bitch. That's all
If
I'm
I ain't got
saying.
you, babe.
That's all
You
I'm
know.
saying. That's all I'm saying. That's my makeup opinion. It's
Wait, you
not.
didn't get the Alicia Keys reference?
Alicia could put on a little bit more. You know
No,
what I'm
I.
saying?
You know, some people want it all.
Some
That's what
people
I'm.
don't need it all. They don't.
Oh my god.
No. Some
Okay.
people don't need it all. It's not for everybody.
That's funny. I
And there
agree.
are no rules to makeup. There are no rules.
Okay, so then I'm curious about this.
And no, can I say one thing though? Because there was a point in time. I just want to mention this. I just want to mention this.
Hmm.
I've
What?
always been ahead of my curve, and I always knew what was tea for me, at least. And when I say that,
Hmm.
what I mean is there was a point in time people would comment on the fact that I didn't do much with eyeshadow, and they would be like, "Why you don't do more? Why you don't do more? Why you don't do more?" Now look, everybody
That's the
wants
look.
everybody wants the soft glam. Let the doers do. That's the other thing I'm gonna say. That's outside of makeup, but let the doers motherfucking do. If you don't
No,
let
I
the
think that's still real because and that also ties back to the experience back then of where being a black boy in beauty, you were expected to give James Charles every time you showed up.
yes,
You were expected to give Nikki tutorials,
and that's
cut
not me.
creases every time. Like you were expected to give high performance Bob Ross on your face type tease, and it like when we saw that with the other beauty boys in general, not just black, but the beauty boys in general, in order to be considered, you had to. That's also what's so special about your, like, I'm gonna say your reign, because you were showcasing, like, you were different than the other beauty boys,
Yes,
like, in general.
yes. I didn't
Like,
want
you
to
were
do.
giving soft glam.
Yes, I've always been soft glam
Yeah.
queen, and people would complain about it then, like I wasn't doing enough, and I was like, I'm doing just enough. I know what the fuck I'm doing now. Soft glam is
Base
everywhere.
always tea and every, like, it's the idea, it's the go to makeup look. It's the go to,
Soft glam is
you,
everywhere now. And I just wish it's no shade. That do hurt me just a little bit. I ain't gonna front on you because it's like, bitch, y'all should have gave me props then because it's no shade. I genuinely was holding it down when it came to soft glam, just a little bit.
or like as a beauty boy
As
specifically,
a
or
beauty boy
like as a
specifically,
non like cis
yes,
woman,
yes,
as a like non cis woman, like you like it was expected of you to do the most, to
yes,
give flowers, to give drag,
yes.
high high glam drag, in order to be in the space.
And I wasn't doing all that because it was like, bitch,
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
like it's something different. Take it.
no for real, for real, for real. That pissed me off because I remember a lot of those comments vividly, like do more, do more, do more.
No, that's not what I do. That's not me. No.
And now everybody's doing soft glam. It's the soft glam era now. We're literally in the era of soft glam. Like, what are we talking about? That's what I mean when I say makeup don't have no rules though. Like, ain't no rules to this shit. Do whatever you want to do. One day I might give you a nasty cut crease. That's 3 days out the year, baby. I'm
But
sorry.
if you're not a cut crease person,
That
you're
doesn't
not
make
gonna have to not performing.
that's
That's like
and that
that
doesn't
goes
make
like being authentic.
and that doesn't make me any less of a makeup person when it comes to the conversation of black boys and beauty.
Credibility
Yes,
and credibility.
when it comes to the conversation of black boys and beauty or whatever, that's a portion of why we don't have a black boy in beauty either. Because it's like people think it should look a particular way. Like you have to do the James. No, bitch.
Mhm.
I'm showing up.
No, for real. I remember, and I can say that because we were all doing it.
Yes.
Um, Pre-transition person, Vari, Alf, me, Neon, Dion, like we all were doing the most
Yes.
at the time because it was the norm. But like I can say for myself at least,
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't like I wasn't when I'm going out to the club, like I'm not wearing them looks like that. Like I'm capable, but I'm knowing I'm having to do this.
Yes.
If I'm coming to talk about something, I know I have to show up with the most on in order to like be accepted and understood.
Yes.
Because if it gave soft, especially because I started like wearing wigs and stuff too in my like content, it's like if I'm not doing something crazy, color, this and that, blah blah, the most, then it's like, well, it's not good enough for y'all. Like y'all need more in order for me to be considered.
Yes.
And it's like to be able. That's why I'm so happy and proud and all like of myself for rebranding in a way or being firm on. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, because it's not
I'm
you.
not like that's not how I feel anymore. I've
It's not
grown
how
out
you
of that,
feel. Yeah, it's not you. It's
and
not how you feel. Mm-hmm.
I'm still valid. I can give you a soft blend out color moment or eyeshadow, but like I'm not doing a cut crease. I don't like doing cut creases.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have to be, and also like the flamboyancy loud. Like I shouldn't have to be your entertainment in order to be here. That's ultimately what it
That
is.
part also.
Your makeup has to be entertaining.
Yes.
Like if you're a black creator, black boy
You
creator,
can't
you have to be
you can't
entertaining.
just be
Every part of you.
handsome. You can't just be cute. You can't just be beautiful. You have to entertain me. You have to
Your
have
beauty has to be entertaining
yes.
for me, not just beautiful. And I need more.
Ooh,
Oh, that was it.
I need
That was it. We were talking about that. I think that was it.
I need to pour
I think
something up on that one because that just hit
did
me.
I catch that?
You
I
caught
think
that.
because yeah, they want every part of us.
That's
The
true.
reason why there were issues, like having issues with you just being beautiful and like they can,
Yes.
oh, you're giving me, but do more
Yes.
because I want you to entertain me. And
Yes.
if you're gonna be in this space,
Yes.
you look at most of the beauty boys, like Branches, whatever. If they're all doing like the beauty boy, the boy, and it goes towards the James, the Mannies, and whatever, like having to do more
Yes.
just to be in the same space.
Yes. Yes.
It's crazy. It's either you got to be entertainment or you got to be the help.
Yes.
And the help is, let me not say the help because that sounds much shady,
The
but
help.
you got to be,
Call it what it is.
yeah, like because I mean in a respectful way, but like makeup artist, stylist, whatever, like you have to
Yeah,
be my
put
help.
respect on the help's name because the
Yeah,
without the help,
respect on the help's
the star
name, but
will
it's like
not
you
be
either have to
born.
be entertaining for me or the help.
Yes.
You can't just be beautiful and give soft glam cunt. Like, no, I want you. Why is your beauty not? You want to wear makeup, so you want to wear makeup so damn bad. Entertain me then.
Yes.
Do the most.
Yes.
Give me the whole geesh.
And if you're not doing the most, you don't
Or
matter.
get behind me and do my face and make sure I'm pinned up and make sure I look good
Yes.
and shut up.
Yes. Yes.
And we're not gonna pay you. It's one. And so I think I'm. While I think we all have collectively grown past that and gotten our own footing and voices and stuff,
It's still it's
it's sad. It's still we're still not there.
it's still a thing.
It's still a thing, but we're also like, but we like. I think what we like with the Sephora squad that came out this year to see Alpha in there, to see a black trans woman Essence, Scott Louis, who does like Scott Louis don't do crazy eyeshadow looks, but he wears makeup and does glam. So we're seeing the shift in the people being brought back in and whatnot, and having a conversation about Black beauty boys. We're seeing some type of more inclusivity, but there's still definitely the element of like, I need you to perform for me. I need y'all to you have to entertain. You got to be. It's the whole thing of being black and being a creative in these spaces or in corporate. We got to work 10 times harder just for half of the pie. Whatever the
What
praise is.
can you do for me? Because if you can't do anything for me, you don't matter. Point blank. Period. It's if you're not an accessory to me, I don't care. It's just what it is.
Be shiny.
Be shiny. If you're not an accessory, I don't care. I really don't, because they don't care. And I say that because like the girls come with like faces of faces. Do you feel what I'm saying? Like face cards of face cards. It's no shade.
And influence
A lot
and
of them
impact.
come with faces of faces.
Hello?
You don't get hyped up for your face. No matter how
Like,
beautiful,
no,
how
Uche,
how
Uche, or Notori, even though we're going to the cis girls, though, I'm sorry, but like, I got Uche, you know Uche, right?
uh-huh.
Uche, Makai, like, these are gorgeous black girls. Faces go like they're in their, it gives perfection. They not getting the same, like, they not getting, I don't want to shade nobody current, but like a Nikki, like, you know, they not getting one of them sets. They not getting a huge collab deals, like, you know, whatever that the white girls get, that a Alex Early get for Blush. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not getting the same thing that what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know. I feel I touch with a lot of white women's, like a Michaela Neguera or whatever. You know, like they not finna get one of them. And the face card is crazy.
And it's because they're still, I think it's like we're still in a fight to see the value in the black dollar, I guess. And I only say that because the reason why those white girls get the deals that they get or whatever is because Caucasian people buy Caucasian shit. They do. Unfortunately,
They do.
this is a part of the conversation that enters in house for me before we enter outside of the house or whatever. Because we could talk about outside of the house all that we could want to talk about outside of the house, but there
Hmm.
are in house issues. Hello, my people. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm very as
Hmm.
light as they come, damn near. You know. However, my people, there are a lot of in-house issues that we really have to work on before we can work outside of our house. And if there's anything,
Like supporting each
right,
other.
if there's anything that I've learned from my journey as a creator is that that is going to trump all. Just picking up on the back end of things, how things work on the back end and things like that, how they even want to collaborate with people and stuff like that. It's not out of a place of include. It's out of a place of these companies only care about their dollar amounts, unfortunately, and I can't blame them for putting their dollar amounts over the importance of inclusivity because being inclusive ain't gonna increase my dollar amount, unfortunately. And it just all comes back to the dollar. But
I think it will. I disagree
to,
because I think it will, and it has. It's just like because I think.
what I'm saying is that in order to see more, just more of us on the forefront, point blank period, it starts in house first or whatever. We have to
Mhm.
get rid of our crab in a bucket mentality a lot of the times that has been passed down to us. You know, we have to
Yes.
get rid. We can't afford to play those games. It's as simple as that. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
but because inclusivity matters, yes. But what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, them people is worried about their dollar amounts. There are very few people in those rooms that care about the inclusivity and how that looks of it all. Unfortunately, should
I think it's more so. I think it's an ignorance thing rather than not like possibly like because those people in those rooms don't have the knowledge or like that experience or it's not a diverse room already. They don't know the potential power of a black dollar. Like we saw, like we seen the Super Bowl, like Kendrick Super Bowl, black as hell, and that's the most watched Super Bowl ever. You know, so like it can. It's just who gonna be courageous enough to say, okay, put him on stage, give him the spot, and let him do whatever he gonna do and be black as fuck. That's what I mean.
and I understand that, but it comes down to them seeing what. So when I say in house, I'm working past black women. I'm going straight to black queer people. Honestly and truly. Honestly and truly.
Hmm.
And I only say that because
Yeah,
while
no,
they have may have not gotten the deals that a Nikki Tutorials have gotten or whatever, etc. I want to be very clear. Nikki Tutorials is Nikki Tutorials in terms of That bitch got a
That bitch
brand.
work.
That bitch brand so strong that bitches literally go to her just to see what should I buy. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that bitch, and she worked.
That's a strong brand. So I don't think that's somebody you just whatever she get is what she get because she's who she is. That's an
She
exception.
cemented. She
That's
cemented.
a cemented girl. Like that's beyond cemented. It's no shade. But when you get past a Nikki tutorial, because that's just another level of like, bitch, like whatever she get is what she get because she like that's who people go to buy makeup. She don't play these new influencer games that these girls play for real. I mean, I guess she does, but she's still her. You get what I'm saying?
She does. She's adapted in a grown way, like
She's
in a
adapted
smart way.
her way. Nikki tutorials is
Hmm.
still Nikki tutorials. You other new bitches, it's no shade. Y'all are new bitches. It's no shade. Y'all not cemented like she is. You get what I'm saying? So first there's
Absolutely.
that. But we get to a conversation and we just skip into this conversation of there not being any support for black beauty boys and just black queer folk, point blank, period. We have to work in house when it comes to those issues specifically because
Hmm.
I personally think black women are going to be good regardless. And I only say that because black women support other black women. Like, there's like this
Yes.
unspoken sisterhood
Yes.
thing there that even if I hate your ass, it's like you're still a black woman. Like, there's this thing there.
Yes.
They're okay.
Yes. There's a
Genuinely. And this is genuinely
yes.
from what I see. They're okay. They were okay a few years ago. It's no shade or whatever. In terms of when the conversations about inclusivity came in, they were the first ones included because who else are we talking about? Because everybody else is included, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, so, like, black
It's the black. Yeah. That's the conversation. I think like that we were obviously like having and having been talking behind the scenes about having it in a different way. But that was like what triggered my conversation and things that we've been talking about on and off. That's the part of our like just friendship and daily conversation. Not daily, but a constant conversation about the erasure that we've seen of black beauty boys and black femme folks who are LGBTQ plus, who exist beyond just a cis binary. You know what I'm saying? The trans women, like, you know, all those things like being okay, like okay, there's and that's why I think I understand exactly, and hopefully maybe give other people like perspective on why you said like black women will be good in this conversation this way because there's so many different spaces where we see now branches like dedicated to just black women, but we don't have like a fab. Like I saw the Grease trip the girls went on,
it's the
and it was black girls so beautiful. Where's our version of that? Where's our treatment of a black beauty roster that isn't predominantly just cis black
and
women? Where's our seats?
I'll see this with saying what I just said about black women having their seat. You see that they barely want to give black women a seat. So when it comes to the black queer folk, what the fuck you think they gonna do with us? It's no shade. It's no shade. They
Yeah,
barely want to give our black
yeah, barely
boys their seats.
their seats,
Right?
and so now it's like, well,
Yes, and
shit.
on,
That's why it was so hard for me to have a conversation. Which
yeah,
that's why it was so hard for me to even say it because I would never want to take away a seat from the black
yeah,
woman.
yeah.
Especially
And,
when they're the ones
and
who are often trying to get us in there as
and
well.
it sucks ass. It feels like I don't want to take a seat away because that's not how it should feel. It shouldn't feel like we're.
At all, because there's space.
But that's
There's
but no,
space.
but that's how it feels.
It
That is how it
does.
feels. That is how it feels.
That's
Genuinely.
the honest. Like I think we've been understanding. And I don't think it's wrong to say that. Especially, I think it also helps add to like because I know I would say I want. I don't know the exact percentage, but I think that most of my audience is black women
Same. But
that supports me. So like
same. Most of my
I
audience is
like
older black women.
so it's like not a thing of like the ones who watch, I feel like they understand where I'm coming from and
But
want to understand where we're coming from, but want to like let it be known that we still want to be there too.
even in the ones that may support us and follow us and things like that, even in that audience, there is a portion of that audience that still has like these homophobic values running subconsciously in terms of some of them still just want to see you if you're entertaining them. Or if you are telling them
Yeah.
the hottest lip gloss, they still see you as an accessory almost.
I
And it's
think
not a
I
it's not a lot of them, but even
it's few because I would say I think I've done a good job because we've had these type of conversations over the years where I've gotten those women out of my life to where like they're not in proximity to me and let it be known I'm not comfortable, cool with that shit. And also been having like I think we've had so many things happen, like entertainment wise, pop culture wise, to where their response you can gauge who thinks like that. P Valley, a nice P Valley set. How you reacting to P Valley? You know, like what do you got to say about Uncle Clifford and Lil Murder like relationship, whatever. And I want to say because I think a great example of this, which is also just a great example in general, is Jackie Aina has done like I don't say done the work, but like she's done the work and shown herself to be an ally and not like go out her way to now do the work to not see and view and treat black beauty boys and non cis black women as
I just want to say
accessories and helpers.
I want to say what Jackie does is so kind and so subtle. It's I don't want to say
Yes.
maybe not subtle isn't the word or whatever, but I say subtle because she's like a loud ally without being loud, and that's why I say it's subtle.
Yes.
It's like a very much so like, but don't play with don't don't do that. It's
Like,
like
but oh, you're not gonna do that.
like
It's
like
like
Jackie
she come from the shadow. It's like Jackie come from the shadows and do her thing. Like she come from the shadows, oh, and then goes back
it's
in.
so subtle, and it's and a lot of her work I think is just of her existing, honestly and truly, or whatever. Honestly and truly, it's a lot. That's most of her work is
So
existing.
she to where she don't have to do no
No,
more. She's already
she don't have to do
done so much, which is why like I want to call her out because it's like she's done like she. I remember like Neon and then like she I think flew them out to their first brand event and stuff like and this was years ago. Two
and
dark skinned black beauty boys.
and
So it was
Jackie
like she was already having the foresight to not just have like she opened and brought what, but she also was like, no, working with one of the first big creators I seen work with drag queens that wasn't a drag queen themselves already. And black, so it's amazing. And in the comments, and I've personally seen with my own eyes, her intentionally not view like black queer creators, and I mean creative and arts of like hair, makeup, all the things, the stylists, as just the help and work, but see them as whole human beings, see us as whole human beings, and pour into that in an authentic way.
yes. Mhm.
Like I have forever have to stand, and I know thanks to her, the people she associate with, she's one of the people where like hate to put that pressure, but like you see who she cool with, you can kind of be like, oh, they game too,
Mhm. Mhm.
like positive guilty by association.
No, Jackie is one of them ones for sure, for sure. But
Yeah.
even talking about our allies, um, you have to recognize. I think there comes a point where you have to recognize that when it comes to in-house, our allies isn't the largest amount of people.
It's very small. It's very
You know
small.
what I'm saying? So
And the ones that we do have, sorry to interrupt,
no, continue.
but I'm connecting to this. The ones that we do have as allies are still not
Exactly.
in the same sphere that we want or like desire need to be in. For direct example, Bob the Drag Queen.
Yes.
Great peer ally person and person who's reached those levels and everything like that. Bob is not in the same like rooms and spheres as a beauty event that's going on because Bob is like a own like his own entity, Like that bitch is doing Moulin Rouge, Fab,
It's very
you
true.
know,
It's
TV
very true. And
shows.
our allies are usually people that are still fighting for their spots.
Yes.
And when you're in a situation where you're still fighting for your spot or whatever, it's like all I can do is show support and be an ally. I can't do nothing else because I'm still fighting for my spot. Sis. I'm sorry to tell you,
Hmm.
sister. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then let alone backdoor and you take it as like well, a lot of times our audiences, like we have the short end of the stick right off the back or whatever with getting an audience even more so because it's like, well, like our potential audience is small if we're not fitting a niche that people are
Yes.
used to seeing, the black queer folk fit. If you're not fitting that niche, our audience is
One or the other. You need to be entertaining as hell.
yes,
And I think I'm gonna say it's I want to say one or the other because I was about to because it doesn't fit the same in not hopefully not an exclusionary way. But like I was thinking about more mass presenting gay men, black gay men, where it's like, well, one, I need you to be either entertaining or I need to want to have some type of secret asphyxiation to you. Like an OBO.
yeah,
OBO fine not taking away from but like he
yeah,
being a fine black man is like he can garner a huge female audience because it's like it's always gonna be the comments that like, oh, are you sure?
yeah.
You know, rather than
But
being like, oh, if you're
but
fabbing, you're
but
funny and
girl,
you're comedic.
even Pat, can
Right.
I just pause the OBO real quick when it comes to OBO? He gets more support from people in our own community because he is more mask presenting.
Right.
Easily, they'll support him easily. And this is not me trying to sound like a Debbie Downer or whatever. It's just me speaking the fucking facts or whatever. He'll
It's
get more
real.
support than you or I on, like, say some major project or whatever because, like, well, the people, and I'm talking about from people in our own black queer community, they won't
Hmm.
fuck them. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's so embedded in us, and that's why I say we have to start
It always come, you know, it always comes down to femphobia. That's what I always talk about. Like when I'm having a conversation, we talk about, okay, we got to talk about racism because we're black. And then we have to, once we get past the racist, we have to talk about homophobic.
yes,
Okay, you're not racist, you're not homophobic. Cool.
yes,
Now is, all right, so now it's no racist, no homophobes. All right, who femphobic?
yes, yes,
And it's the people in our own community
yes,
who are femphobic as hell, so where it drops down like
yes,
that. So it's like I'm around, like we're all supposed to be in community, but now you don't like the femme girls, and then especially if you're hyper femme, like we get hair, makeup, nails, and this and that, the extreme of it, and you're also not doing it in a way that's for entertainment.
yes.
And I'm saying entertainment. I'm gonna go to like some Not As TV Zeus type shit.
Even it could be Zeus type shit, not as TV. It could even be it could be my story times.
Yeah, if you're not giving it up, if you're not giving me a Yas Queen every 10 minutes and making me like,
I was doing beauty content for, like, I want to say like 4 almost 6 months, like just straight beauty content before I even thought of a story time. It wasn't until I did the story time where the viewership said, "Oh, hi, what's going on over here? Let's peek in over here." Before that, I was getting a solid like two 4K per video on the beauty videos. The
which
minute
back then is still fab.
it's still fab, but the minute I opened my mouth and started telling the stories and things like that, and it was something that people just, I guess, resonated with more than seeing me do fucking makeup or whatever.
But I will say too, though, part of that is because
Oh,
even in that, there's so much good because the way like you were able to showcase that using your voice. Oh my god, I know what you mean. Not take away from that,
no, no,
but
I
like
get it.
more so just like
I
that
get it.
was so
I get
fab
it. But
and inspiring.
I genuinely, and I tell you because you haven't seen it either, by the way, but I'm telling you, genuinely, a black queer person could never take a route of a James Charles and make it to those extent. Point blank, could
Yeah.
never. You still have not seen it.
And that's not even being
And
negative.
it's
It's
not being
real.
negative.
That's why we
You
haven't seen
still
it
have
because you
not
could like we
seen
can't.
it. You still have not
We
seen it.
can't.
And to be fair, you haven't seen many James Charles be created either in terms of like
I disagree
white boy.
because there's been a I on TikTok.
Okay, okay,
There's a few,
okay,
yeah. On
okay,
TikTok, there's a lot. Actually, there's a lot, yeah.
okay.
There's I can name five off top, and they're all like some of them get compared to him.
Uh huh.
They got collabs and all, and it gives a James Charles set mixed with a Nikita Dragon set.
Okay, so just
You
call it
know,
how it is.
they're just not black. They're just
No,
not
no, no.
black. That's
I
yeah.
would just call it how it is and not add the
They're
cushion.
just not black. Yeah,
I
they're
was
just
trying
not
to add
black.
the cushion, but it don't.
No, they're just not black. It's yeah, they've reached the James Charles
Yeah.
heights. Not that level of celebrity, but they've reached the James Charles heights numbers and notoriety online, TikTok and now like Instagram, doing that formula of like cookie cutter personality, blah blah blah. But none of them are black.
Yes. None of them.
So, which is still like the main problem, like that we, why, and it's not like we not out there, it's not like they're, because we created, I know the spreadsheet of the watch list of beauty boys, like I think 30 plus names of incredible, like growing like beauty boys and non-binary folks, talent. So it's not like we're not out there. It's just where's one obviously always fighting the algorithm and the racist algorithm, color the algorithm and stuff, but brands, PR people, people who working behind the scenes, whatever, the community building goes back to like what you said with like in-house stuff, supporting each other. That was like one of my main things I wanted from that was for everybody on that list to see each other and network, and we all when one another post, engage with it, tag the brands, show up, because that's what these other communities, like these Latinos, they be in each other's comments, hyping each other up. The like black women, like I can peep like the black women friend groups that purposely repost each other posts when they post.
Uh-huh.
We got to do those things for each other
Uh-huh.
in house and show that, and then our mutual circles of more queer folks and queer friendly folks are gonna engage and see it. But I don't know. I don't know if people need to hear that loud. Like it needs to go viral, catch a certain algorithm or something. But we need to get it together
I
and
want,
show it for each
and
other.
I want, and listen to me. I want to be proven wrong. Okay, let's be. Before I say what I'm about to say, I want to be proven wrong, but unfortunately, I don't think it'll ever happen. And I only say that because of the cards we currently are dealt. We are doing makeup is automatically seen as this feminine thing or whatever. And it all leads back to that genuine, like, internal femphobia that starts within our own queer community. You work outside of our queer community, it's in our black community.
And
We're
then society, yeah, yeah,
it's a
it's
wreck right there before we even get to
yeah.
society, because after
I think it's. I
after
would say that
let me tell you something. I want to be
I
proven
want you to
wrong.
be proven wrong.
I want
Yes, and I want to like.
I want a bitch to.
I
I actually like. I dare a bitch
I think
to
it's
prove me wrong. But based off of what I have seen with my two eyes, combined
currently.
currently and combined with what I have experienced in the past, it'll be another 15 years before we ever get to that point of having just somebody a black boy that is purely admired for his beauty, because that's the basis of it. Purely admired
Yes,
for his beauty.
yes.
We are not even in a space where we can acknowledge a black man being magical or beautiful without him being a faggot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like
If Coleman Domingo was 30% more feminine presenting,
a rap,
it would be rap.
a rap,
Curtains.
a rap.
Curtains.
Curtis.
Coleman Domingo, like I'm thinking about because that's he's paving a way right
Uh huh.
now. My person, like Coleman, I think the Coleman, even though it's not given a what's his name from Post set, it's not given a Billy Porter set, but Billy Porter didn't have the conventional attractive and like attraction of women and men appeal to him. No shade,
Black
no shade. There's no shade,
black
but
femininity is still policed. Black
yeah,
femininity is still placed in a tight box or whatever. And we also have to be careful of the boxes that we reinforce in our day to day life of what black femininity is and can be, etc. The reason why you're able to see a white beauty boy is because white femininity is not policed in the way that black femininity is policed. You can accept white femininity in a white heterosexual man before you can accept black femininity in a black heterosexual man.
actually,
It's a lot of
absolutely.
internal things that we all have to work on before we can ever get to that point. And like I said, I want to be proven wrong. I've been waiting for the day. But based off of what I have seen and what I have experienced, we won't see that for another 15, 20 years. Just as simple as that, until we are able to acknowledge just a black boy being beautiful for being a black boy. And I'm talking about natural features from the fucking rip or whatever.
No, seriously.
Like,
I think that like I never. I feel like when in these conversations, a part of me, I'm always like, I think that a lot of people don't find it goes to in a deeper way, but also to us. I think that it's hard for I don't know if I want to generalize this or like specific like beauty community. I'm gonna specify to the beauty community. I feel like the beauty community has a hard time finding black men attractive, let alone feminine black men is beautiful.
Yes.
Like, oh, great talents, great works.
Yes.
I love your makeup,
Yes.
but I don't find you beautiful in that makeup.
Yes. Yes.
And I think that there's not an acceptance of like, you're beautiful
Yes.
in like this glam, not just, oh, I love the lipstick or I love the way that you did that. You know, like the kind of way like you can tell somebody's complimenting you because they don't want to call it like, and it's usually from a black person when they say, I love your makeup.
Yes.
I love that. Like, you know, where it's like nice, nasty.
Yes.
I think there has to be an acceptance of that and a conversation about that.
And
The conversation needs to happen first
see,
to where people are like, hey, y'all don't find us beautiful.
and I say that because, and this is why I say like that is more important than somebody in a room trying to work inclusivity in it. Like I say that work has to be done because like so when I got into certain rooms, when I got into certain deals or whatever, it's like, well, we can't continue this. And it's not because we don't live for you, it's because you don't have the support behind you. Period. I'm so sorry to tell you this, baby. Like, and that's not verbatim what they would say, but that's the tea.
Right.
That's the tea. It's the I could put you in this work, I could put you on this post where I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. It still boils down to them not seeing you as beautiful. However beautiful you are, however beautiful I think you are,
Hmm.
is something they can't relate to. They can't relate to it, or they don't want to relate to it. Let's be very clear, because they can
They
relate
won't, yeah.
because they can
They
relate to
won't.
it.
It's the comments. It's the comments on a post when a post goes viral. Not even it don't even have to hit the wrong side of the internet, but it's like y'all are only going off because y'all don't want to find me beautiful.
They can
You don't want to
relate
see
to
my
it.
beauty and accept
They
it.
can relate to it. But that but related to it goes back to black femininity, not even like in women, it goes back to transphobia in terms of
Hmm.
like you can't look masculine, you gotta look the pussiest, you gotta look the cuntiest, you can't look no type of masculine as a black woman,
Yeah.
period. You can't, because the minute you're seen as masculine, your black femininity is then degraded. You get what I'm saying?
I think it all goes back to like, or to make it like level it to other people maybe who not getting it. It's almost like how before they started putting beauty black women in beauty campaigns, it was the same thing of like, well, a random passing buyer is not going to want to find a black woman attractive.
Yes.
We know black women attract, and then now it's society, and then it got to like, okay, now black women are there, but dark skinned black women or like natural hair, then dark skinned black women, then dark skinned black women with their natural hair, you know, and it's like the social acceptance of finding the, even though it's still a battle of finding of like the general public and people trying to find the beauty in black women or accepting the beauty of black women.
Yes.
So it's like now we're, and it's like, I personally I feel like, not to put levels on it, but I feel like black men are there, then there's the feminine black gay men,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's trans women,
So
drag queens somewhere in there, but then there's trans women, black dark skinned trans women in there.
So this is how so this is how I think it will happen if it happens. Okay, because I
Mhm.
want to be proven wrong. So
It will
if it
happen. I said it will
if it
happen,
does,
and soon.
everybody remember, I want Kenny wants to be proven wrong, but this is how it'll happen if it happens. From me just paying attention to patterns and things like this, it'll first take them getting comfortable, even though clock it, the door, we are like literally the creators of so much culture. And there come a day
Yes.
where you got to give the doors a motherfucking 10s point blank period. That makes me sick to my stomach. Oh, that makes me sick to my stomach. How we can be such a part of the culture, but still such just like afterthoughts of the culture. But we created so much of the culture that you see on the online space. It makes no fucking sense. That irks me. But it's going to take the more the heterosexual, the more masculine man to really get in touch with their feminine sides of the skincare and the things like that and the blase, 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 blase. Unfortunately, it's going to take that straight black man to break down the walls for our
Hmm.
gay asses. As
So ASAP
as
Rocky.
fuck, bringing ASAP fucking Rocky.
but on a which I think he's getting to that point.
But
But
it's
even
gonna
then,
take
it's gonna take some
it's gonna
time
take
for that.
them to even set the
Hmm.
stage for us. Because
Which, but
that goes back to so much of the black community being so male centered. And even when they don't think that they're male centered, subconsciously, a lot of the black community is male centered. It's 80% of you motherfuckers are male centered. You, it's the truth. You
yeah,
see it
I agree.
everywhere. It's everywhere, and it's understandably because we live in this man's world, quote unquote. But if I'm called,
Yeah, I mean, we live in a like misogynistic
yeah,
society,
so
so it's only like it makes sense that like when you get down to the community of like a black community, it's very male centered as far as I think that goes back to more so colonization and how colonization weaponized a lot of Christianity and Christianity weaponized a lot of misogyny against black women to where then misogyny warfare black women. So then it's like undoing, which then goes into like things like femicide, which is obviously the most extreme version of femphobia and all the underlying things and embeddedness, but also the internalized femphobia within black women that has been put there, which then makes the male, which then like I think that increases that male centeredness. A lot of that those continents meet. That what's it called? That Venn diagram of women who are femphobic and women who are male centered.
bitch,
Yeah,
they done fucked us up.
that look crazy.
They done got us good. They done got us good. When I
I
tell
mean,
you,
look at what's her name? Akbar, who was talking about Girl Allah. That's male centered, femphobic, transphobic, all the phobics, and the idiot, loser. Like those kind a perfect example, Akbar. We ain't gotta say no more on that. Akbar, that's yeah, that's y'all leader. That sucks.
and if you follow that bimbo bitch, you're lost.
That
You're
sucks.
lost. If
Wow.
you follow that
That's
hoe,
not even I don't even want to say blind leading the blind because that's not fair to the blind.
that's not even fair to the blind. That's sick. That's twisted. That's deranged. You're crazy.
Okay. But I'm not gonna keep you too much longer. I'm gonna try to wrap this up.
Oh, bitch, you fine. I'm here.
Are you enjoying?
I'm here. I'm enjoying it. Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. I won't. Come on, Michael. Come on, get into that bat, Michael.
Give me my guts. Uh-huh.
I was like, wait, that's how you say his name. That's the need to play on Zeus when the boys can forget to say his name. There's a specific era of the beauty community that we need to talk about. Dramageddon, Manny MUA, Jeffree Star, Brett Mirage, Gabriel Zamora, Nikki Tutorials, Nikki the Dragon,
All of
who
the
else?
ladies.
Laura Lee, come in here, girl. Lastly, you up in here too. Laura Lee, all the girls, all the drama. The girls are fighting. James Charles, Tati, Shane Dawson, who wasn't doing a lick of beauty but was somehow in the drama. All the things, the chaos, Thomas Halbert, all the stuff. What's something that you can say as somebody who is in the beauty community, living in LA, going through all the things? What's something that the general public may or may not know about that time that you want to share?
It was fun.
Wait. It was
It was fun. It was so much fun. Um,
no shade.
no shade. It was fun. You know what was fun about it? It's no shade. It was fun going to events and oh, this bitch is over here in this corner. She was just talking about this bitch on camera. Bitch, this is a kink. It was fun. That's what I mean. Like it was fun, bitch. It was like whoa, and
I
I
can
think you're
imagine
right.
that.
A piece of it was annoying, of course, because it's like when you
Before it got dark, dark.
when so much before it got, especially before it got dark, like by the time it got dark, you just be like, oh, all this drama, get it away from me. But a little piece of us all lives for a little drama sometimes, right? It's
Right.
why drama still sells. It's why when it comes to even like pop culture and shit like that, the girls are always overly interested in the shit that is going on in pop culture. It's good. It's good
Hmm.
drama, bitch. Oh, mouth is
Actually, not
watering.
just pop culture. I think
In
what's
everything.
so right about that is
Mhm.
once the beauty creators and beauty gurus stop beefing, The brand started beefing with creators.
Not only
As in the audience and the customers. The brand started stuff with the customers through the creators to
not
where then that drama sold.
not only that, but if I'm not mistaken, it seemed like people got more into the tea and drama after Dramageddon happened. It seemed like I know that I think because like from my memory, we were always interested in what was going on in pop culture, just here and there, somewhat, just
And the new
somewhat.
celebrities.
I just don't remember a time where we were as heavy, and I know social media plays a lot into it, but it just seems like we have gotten overly invested in the drama of it all. I feel like what Dramageddon was like that window that showed that like bitch, celebrities might be normal people, bitch, or whatever, because you have these people with all these followers
The
experiencing real
influencers now
life.
getting the same, yeah.
Yes. Like Dramageddon
Mm.
set a certain tone more than she gets credits for. And Dramageddon had the whole beauty community popping. I don't know what the beauty community wasn't popping like that before Dramageddon.
No shade. No shade.
Bitches was doing the makeup and stuff like that. But when Dramageddon, and I know we hate some of the bitches that was in charge of Dramageddon, all of
Voldemort specifically.
specifically, listen,
The only one who hasn't rebranded into something
however,
positive.
however, with a little bad comes a little good, bitch. It's no shade. With a little bad comes a little good comes a little bad, and vice versa.
A lot of bad came with a little bit of good.
It
The
always
that
did.
horrible person who started drama once a quarter
Yes,
specifically
yes. I think
did have the pockets fat.
I think that everything because all them bitches that was in drama made a cute coin, and if they tried to tell you otherwise, they are lying.
The viewership, those videos are monetized.
The
Those
viewership,
videos, all those juggernauts, the main heads of Dramageddon, clearing 1 million views on video easy.
my nigga.
Clearing a
My
million views,
nigga.
and if you're
My
talking
nigga.
about it, and if
And
you
let me
reference it
tell
in
you
your
one thing.
video,
And let me tell you, little
that's the
girls.
easy million. That's
Let
the
me tell
easy.
you, little girl, something, okay? Because
Mhm.
the thing is that when it comes to pocketbook, I feel like I was very much so a little girl to them big bitches, but y'all are little girls to me. So explain, and when I say y'all are little girls to me, the social media coin is not the same. I'm gonna tell you all that right now. It's not the same. There was a different coin in that day and age.
Of
I
YouTube.
made it very briefly. who,
that
who, bitch,
YouTube money from that
bitch,
2016 to 19
let me
YouTube
tell you something.
money.
Taxes aside, I made enough coin to sit on my ass for a year. Do you feel what I'm saying? Taxes aside, because they don't tell you about
Them
taxes.
taxes.
But taxes aside, I made enough money to sit on my ass for a year. Okay, them bitches was making more money than I had seen. Let's be very clear. Every one of them bitches was pocketing coins off of every piece of that drama, bitch. If I was making money, I know them hoes was making money because they ads was different. If my ads was my
On
ads,
and that's not even
their
and that's
bitches
not
was
including the brand deals that were still coming in during the
y'all don't
time before and
understand.
after.
This is little girl shit that y'all are playing now. I hate to shade y'all like that. And y'all probably making a Q coin. It's not the coin that bitches was making back then. I'm telling you, them girls was
And the
making money.
residual folks who weren't a part of it. Even if you went in that main tier or Dramageddon, being associated, being in like that under tier, you were making money. I remember the girls were doing. That's when almost everybody started to really doing the halls, the shopping halls, the luxury halls and shit like that. Most of that
That's
stuff came after that, and most people purchasing their house and stuff like that came a solid year after Dramageddon.
that's when all these things came. Like you have to pay. Like that shit went down, and Dramageddon got the internet hot. It's no shade. It got this shit hot. It really did. I know
It
it was
really did.
annoying.
When Voldemort came for J.A.,
Mhm.
absolutely not. That was like, and I don't want to make it seem like it was such a fun time when she was going through something
Cause
so
it
fucking
wasn't.
horrible.
It
Like
wasn't.
that wasn't that like it was dark as fuck. But when it was like their mix, their bomb, like John. Okay, now I got the words. For the people who don't know, like we talking about the drama that was between them folks, not when folks got violently and vehemently racist and colorist
Yeah.
and disgusting and became Voldemort animals.
Yes.
towards black women specifically, and the specific icon of black women that we all know and love,
Yes.
that was it was already way too deep and over. And
Yes.
that's when like Redmond's talking about the white folks were on the beauty community.
Yes.
Yeah, that. But when it was like the girls fighting and shit, whatever, them doing their shady stuff, one film with the other one in a private jet and this and that, and like the James Charles of it all and that type of stuff, and like Tati and the beef and like before it got to like, the Epstein files of the beauty community, before we had the beauty community Epstein, before the Epstein files, we had the James Charles files with Tati Westbrook and Jeffrey and Voldemort. Before we had the Epstein files, we had the James Charles, Tati Westbrook, and Voldemort files, and everything going on. And the girls were collecting their coins, all talking about it and everything.
It set a tone for I don't think, like, at least from my viewpoint, like, we didn't have drama channels and shit before this.
And
Like,
those drama channels are
it was
still existing now.
like and the type of channel, like, it created so much more, and some of it has been
It created
drama.
careers. It
It
created
it, it
careers for
created
people.
careers. Like, before Dramageddon, you probably had who was talking about even celebrity gossip like that?
Just
Um,
Wendy. It those people they were, but that's how also it helped. It aided in the celebrityfication of influencers.
everything. Like, it was a complex era, is what I will
It
call Dramageddon.
was.
It was a very complex era, and there was a lot of bad, but there was a lot of good also.
It
And
changed the way that we view influencers and creators. And also I think that was the big start of the dehumanization of content creators
yes,
at the time known as influencers,
yes,
because it was like picking sides and moving players and performative apologies.
yes.
We got the iconic apology uniform. Laura Lee, like, you'll always be famous for that. No shade. Like, we referenced that when Sierra gave her apology this year. It was like they all were having to come out with their own. And it was like when in history we weren't seeing celebrities come on. They weren't going on. Diane Walters. What's her name?
Damn, who?
Diane, what's her name?
Diane Sawyer.
Diane. Sorry. Yeah. Who's Walters? People weren't doing that, So to have influencers come online and have to give apology to millions of people, some fake tears and shit, so they can get their brand deals and secure their millions on that monetized video as well. This video isn't monetized. I
It
front
was an era. That's all I can say, is that it was an era,
girl.
and it
That
did.
made that video maybe had to be a monetized because you just made 300K off the other one
Yes, exactly. That's exactly why that video was demonetized. Cause
because your other one got you Q
300K,
300K.
bitches was making 300K from a video, y'all. Like, y'all don't understand language.
No brand deal. No brand deal. Like, that's the side of drama get like, hate it. Don't like drama. It's toxic. It ultimately ruined the community. But there was a sweet spot. It drew more eyes to beauty and influencers and creative, and it gave people also opportunity to build fan bases off that shit too. No shade,
Yes, it
because there was a lot
created,
of people who watch for envy, or like, oh, instead of watching, I'm gonna go here.
as toxic as Dramageddon was, it provided a lot of opportunity. That's all I'll say. That's it.
Absolutely.
That's it. Dramageddon was cunt, girl. It was a little cunt. She was a little
She
piece of cunt.
she was a little cunt. She was a little
She was
piece of
a little
cunt.
cunt. And
Dramageddon was a little piece of
Dramageddon
cunt.
was.
That's crazy,
But
but
you know what I hate most about it, though, is that I shouldn't even take it there. But
what?
genuinely, like, a piece of my YouTube career was drama. It was me getting into
Well,
it with
yeah.
individuals and stuff like that, or whatever, that brought more eyes or whatever.
I mean, that's a part of your story, and I think that's a part of your series that you just did that I hope everybody goes and
The
checks out if
Little
they
Miss
haven't.
Drama
If you come
series.
from this video,
Mm,
go and check out the Little Miss Drama series.
mm,
And then I think you handled that, talked about it so great, and the visuals, the creativity. It's also like refreshing, and it's an evolution of you, and I think it showcases you so much,
mm.
which I'm glad it ties me back into something I want to talk about here. What do you think your impact on the beauty community is versus what people may think it is?
Um, I think my impact on it, that's a good question, bitch. I don't know my impact on the beauty community. And I only say that because, unfortunately, I don't think that anything I did in the beauty space got celebrated. I don't think that
Mm,
it was so like I could take this two different ways. My first one would be like there are people authentically participating in the beauty space that were directly inspired by me. I can say that. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And
Mm,
it's like I was a piece of a machine or whatever. And because of my existence in the space, it made other people's gears move. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm not
yes.
a direct source of inspiration, there was a piece of something that I provided, even if it was just me being visible, that made somebody else like, okay. Or even when it comes to being able to recognize the fact that people can still recognize me as one of the black beauty boys,
Hmm.
that makes it available for somebody else to be recognized as a black beauty boy, point blank, period. I know that I am lighter in skin tone. I know that there are certain things that make me more palatable for more people. Me being more palatable makes it easier for somebody else that
To come in and like build off
yeah,
of that.
even if they
Yeah.
even if they aren't more palatable or whatever, there's a piece of me that is very palatable, but also keeping it very raw at the same time. The fact that I'm
Hmm.
able to hold that balance, that leaves the door open for somebody else to come in and be like, oh, there. Even if it is a thing of comparison, oh, that's like that he flawless boy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. I know what you mean.
So there's that part. But the other part is that in certain parts of the beauty community, like genuinely, as sickening as Nikki Tutorials, I don't think she would ever be like, he flawless. I know who that is. Unfortunately. She might
Mm.
know who a he flaw maybe, but it will never
I
be
don't, in my mind, I feel like
recognized
she would.
in it. I don't think it will be recognized in a way that like that's James, that's Manny, that's Patrick, that's da 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 da. It's like, oh, like yes, you might know who I am, but it's not in the same way whatsoever. Which is why I question, like, well, did I have any impact on the beauty community? I know I've had some impact. I've seen the impact, but mm, but
Interesting.
I'll say this: I did what I had to do because nobody was going to listen to me talk about makeup, sitting there to talk about makeup anyways. So yes, I did story times and things like that. I did what I had to do,
You
but
intertwined. You adapted and
but
grew.
that part, but also I did what I had to do and left the door open. Also, I bet you that.
Are
But
you
I
moving
bet
the
you that
mic?
much. The door is still
Yeah.
open. If
You
it
did
was,
what you had to do. Yes. And brought people with you. I feel like that's, to me, I feel like maybe you leaving that out, but like you
yeah,
also brought people with you. That's part of your impact.
yeah.
Your part of your impact is bringing people in with you.
It's hard. It's hard to recognize the impact when the impact isn't talked about. And that's just me being genuine.
Yeah.
That's me being genuine. It's hard to talk about the impact when
And I think the
the impact
sad
isn't
part
talked
about it
about.
is the hard part, not sad slash hard part about it is part of the reason why it's not talked about because it's still not, there ain't no like table.
There's no table,
There's
and
no, there's nobody sitting there that
I'll tell you
we
this.
all now about to trying to swim again.
I'll tell you this. I'm also okay with that being the case because that's not too different from a lot of my ancestors. A lot of your ancestors, you know what I'm saying? I know we have somebody along the line in our family that never got the credit for anything that they did or whatever, and they probably were a huge factor in the family tree. You get what I'm
Mm,
saying?
yeah, that's interesting.
I know
Yeah.
that my story isn't just like a story that's just rare, which makes it okay with me because I'm like, I understand it also. I understand why things were viewed the way they're viewed. If people don't see me as an impact in the beauty, I understand. I understand all these things. So I think with having that understanding, it's like, okay, I impacted who I impacted though. And I think more so than
Yeah,
anything, like that makes me okay.
because you know, as long as like you know,
Of
like
course
I know what I've
I know.
done.
I know. I know when there are people that have like millions of followers now that come and tell me, "Bitch, it was you." I say, "Oh, okay, so I did do something right." But when they come and tell me, "Bitch, it was you," like, "Bitch, you don't understand." Like, I was watching you in high school. Like, "Bitch, it was you. It was you." That's enough for me. That's enough because that fills my cup up
And
enough.
still to this day, I mean, the fact that like you, like I was sending you the screenshots, like, oh my god, bitch, your name is in the comments like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
When I made that video last month, like you, one of the top comments, like most, like over and over hundreds of people commenting your name,
Mm-hmm.
thousands of people liking the comments. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
that's impact. That's testimony. That's testament, like affirmation, in my opinion. You know. Okay.
And I feel like I could have did more, also.
Well, you will,
And
but you
I'm not
will.
going to will because I'm not. Bitch,
Yeah, not could have, like not could have, because you will. It's
I'll
not. You're not done,
bitch, I'll even use Jackie as an example. It's no shade. Jackie has had a long career
right?
in terms of she had her period where Jackie wasn't Jackie. Like in terms of like she was Jackie, but she wasn't Jackie Heiner like she is now.
Yes.
Like the presence is fully arrived.
Hmm.
Jackie went through her period too. We'll see.
I
We'll see what happens. I think everybody
I
has their
think
periods of silence, of like just like, huh. I don't know. We'll
I'll
see.
say this. I feel like Jackie now is different than Jackie 2020,
Mm-hmm.
shifting to Forever Mood, Lavishly
Mm-hmm.
Jackie,
Mm-hmm.
getting
And
off Twitter and everything like that.
that's a different Jackie from Jackie of 2016.
Different Jackie than Cutie, then that's a different Jackie than PewDiePie. You know, like not PewDiePie, but Pumpkin
Mm-hmm.
Pie Spice Cutie, from military Hawaii videos to Bible scripture at the beginning of every video, Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the same person, obviously, but like that level of like assuredness, swag, confident, creative. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just
And
finding your stride,
that's really where a lot of my love for Jackie comes from. It's because seeing her like stand the test of
her
time.
evolution.
Yes, it's absolutely beautiful, and that's very inspirational. So, with that being said, I don't think that the He Flawless reign has fully reigned fully in yet, or whatever. I don't think so. And I don't.
It's given. I took a couple, cause some time
I
off
took some time off. I've observed a lot of things. Now let's play the game.
my game.
Let's play my
Let
game
me
now.
let me show y'all something. Like y'all thought y'all got something before.
I'll
Let me
say this.
really show
I'll
you.
say this. I've always been ahead of the curve in a lot of situations.
Hmm.
In a lot of situations. I've always been ahead of the curve. Soft glam, even down to the soft glam. I've always been ahead. I remember posting a picture on Instagram, laughing like, "I guess we're doing soft glam." I put, "I guess we're doing soft glam" with crying emojis because I was like, I have been doing soft glam this whole time.
And didn't even know it, or like
Didn't
not
know
even
it.
like put it like that wasn't a name
Didn't know it. And you bitches was playing in my face because it wasn't
about
me
it.
or y'all.
About it, yeah.
That told me everything I need to know also. That situations like that. There's been several situations like that.
I think that's like a testament to like your spiritual inclination
Yes.
and touch, you know, that too.
Yes.
Okay, wait, give me a minute.
And just being a creative, ugh, creatives are so kind. And they are connected to the divine.
Absolutely, I mean like the dolls. It's giving Michael. Come on, Michael.
I
It's
thought you get
giving.
some Markel. Let's
It's
get some.
giving Michael.
If I get a nigga, it's a wrap. The game is a wrap. If I get a nigga to show off, it's a wrap. And I only say that because y'all hoes is male centered. And then y'all
Why would you say
because
that?
it's true. I only say that because you bitches are male centered.
Oh my god.
Bitch, I get a nigga and I flow him around. A bitch is a wrap. Oh, they want to know everything I'm wearing, the lip gloss and everything. They want to know it all, damn bitch. Oh,
Which is why I go back to like what we say. I think
because
I
I
said
have the
before, like
American
if
Dream
a
picture. I have a picture of
what
the
would really
American
shake
Dream
shit up,
though.
even though we don't fuck with Drake, if Drake were to pop out with a doll,
Oh, reset
that would reset everything. That would literally be like a hard drive reset
for everybody.
for everybody.
Woo!
For everybody. If Kanye before, the cuckoo tiki tiki boom boom Kanye. Right, if Kanye fresh off Kim popped out with a dark skinned trans girl or a doll, you know what I'm saying? It would have reprogrammed everything. Not Kanye now. It would probably be worse for us.
Yes, but
But a Drake, he's the
hard
only other
reset,
one I can think of.
a hard reset for everybody.
It would be it would be like a factory reset for everybody's minds and perception
That man might
of
cause a
beauty.
war. He might cause a war.
It yes.
It's
If
gonna go
he can
down.
be accused, if he can have A minor, everybody sing along A minor at the Super Bowl. If
It's
he can do Drake, whatever, if Drake can sue everybody and all those things, and still have writers,
it's going down.
Drake can pop out with a draw and really reset everything.
It's going down.
Yeah, it takes a really fab man that most men really admire, love, and rock with,
Cause
who
y'all hoes is male centered. Yes.
and the men are male centered.
Yes. And the niggas is male centered too. They more male
Like
centered
they
than
would
women.
need if somebody like it would go like, oh well shit, if Drake can get him a dog, then maybe I can actually be public with the one I'm already in love with
Mhm.
and in the DMs with
If I get a nigga, I will become the beauty boy of all time.
of all time. Yeah, give a
Of all time.
give a real fab Jada Cheese. Jada give a real
Oh.
fab Jada Waiter set.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm going to turn it. Oh, I'm going to turn it. Y'all go see my nigga.
Give us a Jada Waiter set, okay? Jada Waiter turned it into a business, okay?
Oh,
Hello.
I have the American dream now. Now you can listen to what the faggot has to say about makeup. Okay,
Shut up. Oh my god.
continue on.
What's a project that you want to make but you're scared of because it's so different than anything you've ever done or put out to your audience?
I want to say I'm scared to put out Kadiva's project, but I'm not scared to put out Kadiva's project. I just want to finish her, and have her sign in per. I'm for some reason I'm not scared to put that out. So I think I'm scared to put out.
What?
I'm not scared to put nothing out. I don't think
Nothing? I
I.
mean,
I don't think I'm scared to put nothing
is
out.
there anything like that, like a dream of yours that you want to do, that you want to put out?
I
Or,
want to do a horror series of something one day. I really want to do a horror series.
but I know that, yeah, but I think there's like still like you wouldn't be scared to do
I don't
that.
want to be scared to do that, but something I would be scared to put out. I don't know. The fact that I'm able to say that, like, well, I'm not scared to put out Kadiva's music anymore is big because I was scared to put out her first two songs or whatever. But I think with the trial and error of things that I went through with putting those songs out, genuinely, like, whatever is next is just like, bitch, I don't care. I reached a place quickly with like, bitch, of course I'm gonna be excited when it releases, but
Yeah, and nervous or whatever. Yeah,
I just don't.
but
I think I've grown that much confidence in that arena before the bitches even heard the greatest stuff from Kadiva. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not nervous to put nothing out.
and almost like your audience has grown to at least at this point know that you can do
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Like I think the way I've done things, the way I've like even in my time off, it's been like a slow like. I've torn the wall down. Like there is no boundary. Like I tore the wall. I tore the boundary. Me not me. Uh, there's negative and positive with everything. Me not posting, yes, I have not been visible. However, I have torn the walls down of like any boundaries, preconceiving boundaries. I can do whatever I want to do now in terms of anything is possible. Like you can do
There's
whatever.
no limitations on
There's
your
no limit.
creativity and the things that you're gonna do and put out.
Exact. I tore up all the limitations already, and I think that's the positive thing of me being on. Yes, I would have loved to be more visible in these past few years, especially with the rise of social media and people actually respecting being an influencer now.
Right.
Um, yes, would have loved, but at the same time. I don't have any limitations. Nobody knows what to expect from me. If they forgotten about me, they forgot about me. It's my chance to remind them. So I'm not nervous about anything for real. For real.
I think that's good. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
And I think it's also what's I don't know if this is the right word, but we don't watch a butterfly. Like we don't always get to see a butterfly go through that stage, get to see that caterpillar stage to butterfly era. Like we don't always get to see that transformation.
yes,
Some of that work needs to be done in the dark.
yes. Some of it does need to be done in the dark because
And it's okay if it is, you know?
y'all don't know how to deal with the things that's done in the dark, anyways. Y'all don't. Y'all don't know what to do with the shit that's done in the dark, bitch. That's why y'all go crazy when y'all get an ounce of tea, bitch, because y'all be like, woo, this ain't
No,
nasty.
for it's like y'all don't really want to know all the tea because if you knew you would spaz like not oh that's a bad word. If you knew the tea, you would go crazy. You
That's what
wouldn't
I'm.
react well.
Okay,
You wouldn't know what to do with it.
that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared to put people onto the things that I haven't talked about, the things in the past few years that has occurred that I just been radio silence about. I'm scared to put that out, but you won't get that because I'm on the other side of it now. So whew,
So one
I'm on the other
unless it
side
slip
of it.
out in a random story time
What you say?
along the way.
What you say?
Instead, I said unless it slip out in a random story time along the
I
way.
mean, you know, unless.
And like you just get the spirit to talk, maybe. But I'm curious, what's a dream collab the world isn't ready for that you have, like that you wanted, like your dream collab that the world isn't ready for?
Okay, so it's a few dream collabs, right?
Collab.
It's a few, just one.
I mean, say more than one.
It's
Say more. You can say more than one. Like if you want to do a
one.
makeup one, if you want to do another one,
Okay,
like
so I
because
want to
I'm
do a
just
makeup one. A
okay.
product with Danessa Myricks. Something with Danessa. Just something. Even if it's a palette. Something with, even if it's just a palette for Pride Month. Something with Danessa or whatever. Just
That'd be
because
fab.
I know I would own that moment very well.
And
Yes.
the
And if
history.
it's not Danessa, it has to be somebody else that's a black owned or something. Or my own makeup company. You never know. That would be a guy.
mm, that would.
Honestly, a collab with Jackie Ina. And I'm talking about her and I, just because I don't think Jackie has any collabs where she's just sitting down having a good key, just like with a good girlfriend, like, just
Mm.
or whatever.
From that time too, especially
I,
in a different way.
in a different way, I want to do a collab with Jackie. I just heard, I sitting down, just talking it up, talking about stuff that I talking about stuff that I know she hasn't heard, and talking about stuff that I know I haven't heard either, because she comes from a different.
And
Okay,
like
so
you,
a collab with Jackie, like a get ready with me. I just something as simple as a get ready with me. I think that the internet would really enjoy that. And then a musical collab with an ex friend, but we won't dive deep into that.
okay, we won't dive deep into it.
We won't dive deep into that.
I can I can hear that. I remember being at the kitchen table. Okay, 5 years from now, when someone Sorry.
Please.
5 years from now, when someone hears Kadiva, what do you hope comes to mind first?
Um, wow, this bitch makes some good music. Wow.
That's real. I love
Wow.
that.
Wow, I would have never thought that this going to be HeFlawless. Like, wow. Like, I just would have never thought that this bitch would have got it. I would just want bitches to be gagged and gooped and gagged and just like, wow. I want it to be unexpected. I want people to be like, what the fuck? Like, anything. I want people to think, if that bitch pulled this off, anything is damn near possible. Like for real, for real. Like I could do whatever the fuck it is I want to do. That's what I want people to be immensely inspired the minute they put on some Kadiva. The minute,
Oh,
the minute because they have the full
I
grasp
love
of the
that.
story. They say, "Oh, it's never too late to rediscover a certain sides of yourself and stuff like that." Because when it comes to the music shit, I really do handle it with a lot of care, and I can't wait
You do.
till Kadiva's. That's why when it came to the last question, when you was like, "What you nervous about putting out?" I can't wait to give Kadiva's project to you all because I know it's gonna gag the girls like that. But she ain't finished
Yes.
yet. But she ain't finished yet. She ain't finished yet.
But when? But when? But when? It will gag.
Sometime next year. But sometime. Oh, you was asking when?
I was just saying I was like affirming like, but I'm saying
Oh,
like
but
as
when?
in like,
But
but
when
when
it's
it
ready?
does,
Yeah.
yes, it's not
But
ready. But when it is, it's
it'll be
going to
ready
still yeah.
sometime in 2026. Yes.
I will harass you for it. So,
Sometime in
hey,
2026.
hey, A. I don't want to say his. Can't give away. We can't give away all the tea, but hey,
Hey, A.
A.
What?
Oh.
Ooh,
What lip gloss is that?
Jouet.
Oh, they still making it? Or if it's just old. Cause they did have like Jouet was tea.
I'm not about to lie to you. It might be just old. They might make it though.
Cause I haven't seen that name in years. But their lip gloss was so tea. Their lip gloss was like a Patrick Ta, Pat McGrath type of teas back then. So, if there are any, what are some shows or movies that are inspiring your current creativity, get your mind going, and want you to post or inspire you creatively?
Right now, I have been rewatching P Valley.
Ooh,
When I
Uncle
say
Clifford.
with Uncle Clifford, when I say it is peak cinema, bitch, it's
Actually,
so good, and I cannot wait. Like, I actually am glad you asked me this because I feel like I need to create the ruckus online. Where is the next season? Season three. It's been done filming for a little bit now.
they finished
Where
filming season 3 of P Valley.
they've been done filming it for a few months now. Where is season three?
We need
Hello.
that. We need
Where's
that.
season three? It's just so good. The story that Uncle Clifford tells, just by being himself on that motherfucking screen, it's just
Hmm.
insane. And it's just something I had never seen fully, like just full shablam like that. And to
And
know
black
a
and
main
beautiful.
character at that, and like the center of what's going on, it's just fab to see. His situation with Lil Murda, I know it far too well. And I cry every time they get on the screen.
It's so beautiful and the most beautiful, and
Every
it's
time.
tender. They handle it so well.
Every
It's
time.
so inspiring.
It makes me want
Nico Anand, who plays Uncle Clifford, amazing.
fab. It makes me want
J. Alphonse Nicholson,
yes.
who plays Lil Murda, fab, great. Like these are actually great actors.
But
Like,
in the show, P Valley genuinely doesn't stop there. Mercedes is a phenomenal actor. Um,
oh baby, yes,
c-
Brandy Evans,
Brandy
and
Evans,
she's and a good
phenomenal.
person in real life.
Phenomenal.
Shannon Thornton, one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Miss
Phenomenal.
Mississippi.
Yes.
You know, Alara Johnson, who played Haley.
Yes.
You know she was in Harry Potter.
What? She was in Harry Potter.
She was in Harry Potter. That's like a random fact, fun fact.
I
I
didn't know.
love
What? She was in Harry
because I
Potter?
went back and doing like this is fuck J.K. Rowling. She's a horrible person, right? But Harry Potter, I think the best one, Prisoner of Azkaban. When Harry at the very at the very beginning of the Harry Potter movie, they do something when he's at home.
Yes.
He's at home and he meet this girl like in a pizza shop,
And it was her.
and it was her. She was like the girl working, like she was flirting with Harry.
Bitch, I didn't
And
know.
like yeah, and Dumbledore took him like he across the train track, whatever. And yeah, or maybe that was after.
Now I feel like I
Maybe
need
the
to go
Goblet of
watch.
Fire. Is it the
Now
Goblet of Fire or Azkaban?
I feel like I need to go watch it just to watch that.
It was her. Like she was in. Let me fact check that, but I'm like 100% sure.
That's crazy. No.
Yeah, she was in Harry Potter. She was in both. She was in two.
Uh huh.
Oh my god! It was Order of the Phoenix. I was off way off. It was Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix, the fifth one, and Half Blood Prince, the sixth one. She did make a second. Yeah, she was in two Harry Potter movies.
That's
Really crazy. So P Valley and Harry Potter in some world are connected
that's
because
sad.
of
What
yeah,
is
because
your
of Haley.
whatever my name is? What's her name?
Alarcia Johnson. Yeah, Alarcia Johnson. She plays Haley Colton, 36 years old, gorgeous woman. Yeah, I remember seeing her and then going back and rewatching, and I was like, wait, that's from P Valley
I didn't
in
know
Harry
that
Potter.
at all. No, I've been rewatching P Valley
Yeah,
lately. It's super inspiring, and I'm going to rewatch it again. I think, like
when it comes out.
I'm nearing. No, I'm nearing the end of the second season right now. I'm going to
Uh-huh.
rewatch
Oh,
from the first season again. Yes, I don't know.
because what season do you think is better, the first or second season?
So
The
I think
first.
that the first season is a really good, right? But
Hmm.
they kind of ate up the second season just a little bit more than
The
I
second
remember.
half.
The second half of it,
It was rocky with the pandemic stuff in the
yes,
beginning.
but more than I remember. I said, "Oh
Okay, I need to
damn!"
go back.
There were things that I didn't remember happened in the second season. I think the second season was a blur to me for some reason, probably because of
I
the
think it was a blur to all of us. It would happen right after like it, right? If I
but
remember correct, like
but but on the rewatch, everybody gonna rewatch P Valley. P Valley is a really good show. It's
let me go rewatch.
I
Okay,
think
yeah.
it deserves at least, I want to say at least two more seasons, but we have to get the final season.
Depending what this season gives, because I'm interested. I'm not trying to go through the rent situation again, girl. Like who owned the building?
Hmm.
I'm like that is,
Well, you
and
know they
honestly,
closed
that
it.
stresses me out.
But you know they closed it up with the second season.
To
Uncle
what?
Clifford, he bought the club back from her.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go through that again. Where then now was like the casino gonna come through and they go back to that storyline. Somebody gonna
I know,
bulldoze it.
I
The
know,
building gonna get burned down. Like watch you give a Grey's Anatomy said they burnt the pink down. Like I don't want that. Like can we the pink just be secure?
be secure, and I wanted to see it fully thriving with this casino in town and all that shit. Like, give it
Yes.
to me, even if
I
it's not so
want get the
fun.
extremes. Give a showgirl set. Have Uncle Clifford having to go do the showgirl set or something. Turn Mississippi to a show. Give have Uncle. I wanted to really, and the budget
Now,
needs to be there.
one thing that did goop and gag me is in season two, Lil Murda had like basically came out. I don't know if I wanted that. I don't know how I feel about this as a black queer person. I kind of wanted him to stay in the closet a little bit longer. It's no shade,
Wait, Lil Murder came out.
girl.
Was that
So
the last episode?
it was. I'm not sure, but he came out. It's close
Oh,
to the last episode.
oh my God. Okay, I definitely need to rewatch because why don't I remember that?
You have to rewatch it.
Yeah, I now gotta definitely watch
You
it.
gotta rewatch it.
And now we got like, cause that show gave us the happy couple that's Miracle Watts and Tyler Lefley.
And they so fine.
They're so fine. Like I need to
Oh,
see
and we got
them
to see what happened with Diamond with that situation, literally.
with
Because
Diamond.
do you
What do you mean?
recall Diamond was the security guard? He was Tyler Lippy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Did he get shot?
No, he got locked
No,
up
that's
under the trunk
yes.
by
By
Miracle.
Miracle
Yes,
Watts. Yes. They got a storyline we got to get back to.
they got too many storylines open. We
It's a
got
lot of storylines open. And then I heard Autumn not coming back. Ain't that her name? Autumn? Yeah, her name. Why is it Haley Col? That's what I was saying. Haley Colton for Alacia Johnson. We call her Autumn on the show. Yeah, I that may not be true, but I heard
I believe it
that she
though.
wasn't coming back for season three,
I believe
which I don't like. I don't think that's a bad thing because she was much more of a secondary. Her role wasn't as
I
prominent
don't
in the
think
second
it's a
season.
bad thing, but I did fall in love with her character. I hate that when I get rid of a character I fall in love with.
She wasn't as likable second season. I feel.
No, but I still liked her.
I think
I
she was
liked the
interesting.
villain.
I want more Miss Mississippi. She was gone too much for me in the second season,
Oh, well,
and
she'll
I
be fully back in the third season if there's a third season.
because no shade. That's one of the most like I as a gaming.
Mm-hmm.
That's the final. Like that's the perfect woman. She's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
She's like that's literally personified. Like she's a perfect human being. She's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see her and her dating situation with that white man who be her baby daddy. That would
That whole story was really good, though. It
that
was.
show is giving everything Tyler Perry wanted to really give. Oh, Danielle Deadwyler was part of the show. One of the best actresses of our generation.
Who is that?
That's a great pick. Danielle Deadwyler, 40 Acres.
Who did he play?
Danielle Deadwyler's a woman.
Who did she play?
I'm
Oh,
not
no,
sure. I
yeah,
just see
she
her
was
name
in
on
the
a
show.
call
I
sheet.
know who she was in the show. She was like an extra stripper or something like that. Yeah. Oh, she was
Really?
a bartender. Yes.
That's
She was a bartender in
what?
the pink. She was a bar. She was one of the bartenders in the pink.
You know what? I think she might be the most successful person from the show.
Really? She was.
Looking at this now,
Um,
Looking at this now, I think that she not to, I hate to quantify, but like outside of Loretta Devine, obviously, but like from the cast that's done the show
Mhm,
from that era,
mhm,
Danielle Deadweiler had 40 Acres, the woman in the yard, the lady in the yard in black, whatever, and she was also in that movie, the one we loved. I just watched this last night, The Harder They Fall.
mhm,
With the final, like she was in that too
mhm,
on Netflix, one of Netflix's biggest movies,
mhm,
and something else. And I think she got some other projects. She was at the Met Gala. She's the only one from this cast here that's been at the Met Gala. I
mhm,
think twice.
mhm. I really wanted Autumn Nice to be in this too.
That's what she used to say.
I'm sorry. I needed a little bit because Autumn Nice was pregnant. She was pregnant.
I'm sorry. I feel like I gave you some bad news. I'm
No, because I
sorry.
could totally see her not being in the season three, but she was
Probably because scheduling.
pregnant.
Probably she was like, it's
And
too much.
her real life self is like from Britain or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Harry Potter girl. Knowing that, like, I was like, oh, she's really out of her element. I
well,
love
she's
this.
really an actress.
Like, I would have never guessed.
I would have never guessed that that bitch was British when she
How
started
you
talking.
go from Harry
I
Potter?
was watching one of the interviews and she started talking. I said, "Who is this?"
Wait till you catch her in Harry Potter.
I said,
Don't worry,
"Who is
you ain't got to watch the
this?"
whole movie. You just watch the first 10 minutes of the Harry Potter movie, and she right there.
Bitch, I said, "Who is this?" I said, "Who is
Yeah,
this?"
a Harry Potter love interest, not you, Harry love interest to the pink. That's fab. Okay, we gotta wrap this up for real. Like
That
a
was
go-to
fire.
favorite, a go-to favorite creative or movie that you resonate with.
There hasn't been a
In
movie
general,
as of lately. There hasn't been a movie. I want to say The Barbarian. I don't know why.
because we love that
I
movie. I
love that
think it's because
movie.
we love that movie. We talk about
I
that movie so
love
much.
that movie so much. So maybe that's why.
We talk about Barbarian a lot.
There was something so fresh about Barbarian, but
Truly,
that was just really bad. Just point blank
it
period.
really,
There was something
it
really fresh
truly.
about it. And there was like stories within a story being told about Barbarian. I think my favorite thing about Barbarian was the flashback between how the neighborhood currently was and how it was then. That was my favorite part about Barbarian because it had told so much, even though
Unexpectedly.
unexpectedly, and I love for when something is being told without being blatant in your face. So I think I carry that a lot in like the artwork that I do now, like coming up and stuff like that. I
Mm.
carry that like telling you a lot without telling you anything at all. I'm not saying anything, but I'm telling you a story. I think that's the most beautiful thing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so. You brought that. You ate that up. You brought that around so well because, and that makes so much sense, and also shows how you are a horror girl, a OG horror girl,
Hmm. Hmm.
a black horror hottie. Because
I love
I
horror.
remember your scary clown video with Tia
Uh-huh.
when you was doing this stuff in the clown in the basement in the garage, all that. So now, yeah, makes sense. But a movie I was gonna say. I don't know why I thought you were gonna say this, but also I don't think we've ever really talked about it. But Tu Wong Fu.
Why are you even mentioning this movie?
Friends and stuff. I'm like, that's like us. If we were to take a road trip,
Woohoo!
okay, you need to rewatch that movie
I do. I think I need to rewatch
because
Wong Fu.
watching it as an adult, like now, watching it as with adult mindset, I see it so differently.
I need to watch. I need to rewatch her.
It's time for a 2 month food. Thanks for everything. Rewatch for everybody.
I may rewatch her.
Yeah, 2 month food. Thanks for everything. They came out in 1995.
The year I was born.
So, and knowing what we know now, being who we are now, watching the movie now, it makes it so much more special, in my opinion, but
What year were
also
you born?
resonates the same.
Okay. Okay.
We know because we both 30 now. We both 30.
I know, but I just had to make sure you was born the same year.
Yeah, girl, we millennials up in here. We finance millennials.
Zillennials, but yeah.
No, girl, we're millennials.
The
I don't do this. No, we're not millennial. We are millennials. I make sure of it. We are millennials. I'm serious about this shit.
95 was like a crossover year though, right?
96. It's like if it's not no, because it always goes. It's the five. It's the fifth year.
I think 95 should count in the crossover year.
I don't want it
I
to.
think we're a part of the cross. I think it's a 3 year
We're
gap.
part of the
Of
cultural crossover,
yeah,
but entitled,
yes,
we're millennials. Our experience, we have a millennial experience because we got like we are part of that sweet spot of best of both worlds.
and that's why I call us a zillennial.
But on paper,
On paper, we
millennial.
lying sometimes. That's that white man shit.
I prefer the millennial.
No,
I
because
don't want to be called a
I only say
millennial.
that because I don't think we have a full millennial experience at all.
I don't want to
We
be called a millennial. I feel like
we have
uh,
the tail end, like we're at
what's
the tail.
different than what's a 95 difference than a 93 difference?
I think it's a huge difference.
Really?
Hmm.
I don't.
Hmm.
I don't think it's a huge difference. Maybe depending on like upbringing. Maybe because we both country, but I'm from like the sticks or southern, and I'm like country.
Something's different. Something's
That's funny.
something's
Anyways,
different. Something's in the water. Mm-mm.
something's in the water.
Hmm.
Go stream Kadiva's music.
Or
Speaking
just
of something in the water,
wait till
we'll get into the testers that are out there now. The
wait
two
until
songs.
February. Wait until
Okay,
February.
new song February. Something new something February.
Do something February.
New something February. Okay, I like that. Okay, I really enjoyed this. This was so fun. I hope that people enjoyed this long conversation. I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank y'all so much. And thank you for coming to my neck of the woods. Thank you for being
Thank
my
you.
first guest. I love you so much.
Not the first
The
time.
Heat Flawless,
Mhm.
the Kenny, Kadiva, Kendall, Kenneth Senegal,
All the things.
the doll.
I
The
really
doll
want.
that's been doing the damn thing for over a decade.
I really want Kadiva to have her own name, but somebody
What
got
do you
that
mean?
fucking got her fucking profile name, but just Kadiva, and it
Like
pisses
just
me off.
Kadiva?
And they don't use the account. It's just sitting there.
Have
They
you
don't
tried
even
messaging
care.
them?
I tried messaging them and they message me back. They don't even look at the account. That's why it's so
Like
upset.
it's like a ghost account.
The ghost account with the name Kadiva, and I said who? But that's besides the point.
I get that. That's so frustrating. Even with my name, I was like, where,
Who has Smith
who,
Woods?
why are y'all on every platform? Even like,
And they
who the
don't
fuck
use
are
it.
y'all?
They don't use it, do they?
They never use it.
That pisses me off when they don't
Katie,
use it.
Katie ate that up.
They pisses me off.
Desi and Katie, remember Desi and Katie?
Yes,
She ate that up when she switched from Luster Lux to Katie and it just being at Katie.
yes,
I remember that being a thing back then. Think about it now,
yes.
like she really tore that up.
She did.
Also, like that's a whole nother. They were cunt girls. Remember they went on a tour.
The cunners, the girls don't know
Desi and
what
Katie, they went on a tour,
they
just
don't know
popping
what a
up.
tour is. Them, and they made money. Them girls made enough money to sit their ass down too.
Hello, start multiple businesses.
Which is why you ain't seen them since.
No YouTube video in years. Katie is a businesswoman now. She
I forgot about Katie. That's how business oriented she is. I forgot
like,
about her. Hmm.
and I got her bags.
Hmm.
30. I like, not used. Like I still support. Like
One of
her
their
bags are
last
tea.
collabs was with who had a collab with Dose of Colors?
That was them, Daisy and Katie, Dose of Colors.
They both
And
had a
then
collab. They it
it
was a
was a
mutual
mutual. It was a
friend.
Daisy and Katie. Yes, they did two collabs because I was a stan. I got all of them. Like I
And
still
that
have my. If
and
that
that was
they
a
gave us
collab
that,
with
they tore that. They're one of the best lipsticks. Oh my god, Desi had this like peachy nude.
them.
Then they had the highlighters that were for everybody's skin tone. Then they had the palette with the shimmer and the blue shade,
Hmm.
and it was all luxury. Oh my, the Desi and Katie collection.
Hmm.
They tore that. The lip. Ooh, and they had the purple and the red. I remember I had everything. That was like things I spent my money on. I got all the main. the main it bitches, I got all their collabs. I still got my jacket on the LeBron's James, I believe. I think I still have her one with Artist
I still
Couture.
got everything, Jackie. I just used the palette today. The
The
Anastasia
Anastasia.
palette.
I got me a Jackie Anastasia palette unopened that I'm keeping just for history.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do. Like I have an unopened Jackie Aina and ABH
Because mine is
palette that's
open.
still in the box. Like I have one that I use
Mhm.
that I can go into
Mhm.
and I go from time to time, but I have one that's unopened just for
Mhm.
like a keepsake.
Mhm.
Memorabilia.
Mhm.
But if y'all want to buy it off me for a couple racks, Mama trying to get to LA, okay? But
Hello. Hello. Mhm.
this has been amazing, and I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know, let everybody know, like your closing thoughts, what you are doing next, where to go, where to follow you, and
I
what's to
enjoy.
come for
Listen,
you.
I enjoy all of this. Genuinely, all 3 hours of it. I enjoyed
All
it
three are.
all.
That's our energy solo, y'all.
Um, but I don't have anything to say. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. If you listened to what anything that we talked about today, because we talked about some very important things, I will say that you can follow me on socials, but do not expect me to post like the girls post these days. Not just yet, at least, but do follow me if you want to keep up with me, anything that I have going on, because that's how you keep up with anything that I have going on. So follow me. Um, Period. I love you guys, and watch out for social media. Watch out for the algorithm.
The doll revolution.
The door revolution, also.
The doll revolution is incoming. It's been brewing, and it's here. The doll, it's here. The doll revolution is here, and it's starting.
It's already happening. It's already happening.
Yeah. Prepare to see both of our faces more.
It's the propaganda.
It's the agenda. It's working. Prepare to see more of us in real life and everything
Oh,
online
and
and
that's what I
taking
would
over.
say. Dolls are your friends, not food.
Oh, yes. Come on. You ate
Dolls are
that.
your friends. They are your friends. The dolls are your friends. I
Not for
like it.
food, as in not consumption.
Yes.
Like,
Protect the dolls in
for
every way.
real. It benefits you.
It
It
benefits you.
benefits you too. Okay?
They ain't gonna listen to that part though, but okay.
Hopefully so. But thank y'all so much. Thank you for coming to my neck of the woods. Welcome to the Woods with Smith Woods. This has been the first interview, podcast, conversation, FaceTime call, this and that.
I'm
Thank y'all so
excited
much
for
for
your
being
next
here.
one, whoever you bring on next.
Yeah, I'm excited. It won't be anything like this unless it's another homegirl bestie,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Thank y'all so much for being here, and I appreciate you. Thanks for coming to my neck of the woods. Love you. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah, text you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.